Hey, 28 millimeter RPG here, Rick. And along with me is Big Bad RPG.
What up? My hair's fucking wrecked, but I'm fixing it. Let's go.
And of course, with me as well is Mr. Max.
Good evening, everyone.
Okay. And finally, Mr. Crispy from
Thanks
Table
for running
Runner.
us.
Crispy's here. Where?
Yeah. He's here. Yeah. You can tell by the forehead.
Yes, that's right.
Blinding.
All right. We are going to be totally in character from here on. The year is 2108 at the centrifuge test site, Luna Base. We enter in a large facility, huge flight test centrifuge in the center with multiple cockpits in it. In front of you, you see the noble Dr. Etros. Good evening, gentlemen. Glad you could finally get your flight suits on. You notice that there is this net meshing around your bodies, and the assistants are hooking up your flight suit in several pieces. Little nodules connecting on to increase through the suit and into these plugins. They start putting these devices on you.
Good evening, Doctor. My crew is ready.
Very good. Very good. Today we will be doing a centrifuge test with the group analysis. You will be able to communicate, Captain, to your crew. Make sure that they can follow the directions as instructed. Same usual test as we go around circulating multiple G's. We will go ahead and ask you to hit the correct button. The buttons will be A to C, and the other buttons will be numbers 1 to 10. Any other questions?
Can I get a
And
quick
for
smoke
me, I
for
have
this?
utmost confidence in my crew. Proceed, Doctor.
Very, very good. And just to indicate, we have a replacement. Benson could not make it. He failed the last test. And of course, we have our new recruit, Lieutenant James Hayward.
Nice meeting you, Captain. I know, like, I wasn't supposed to be on that, but I'm not gonna disappoint. I'll do my best to rise to the occasion.
Lieutenant, we have confidence that you come highly recommended.
Look, a good lad. Good to have you.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
right.
sure, I'm sure my scientific skill are gonna be like useful in that mission that we're going on.
This is a momentous mission. Only the best of the best will be on.
I'm
One that we'll
honored to
remember
be
forever.
part of it.
The
Happy
doctor
to have
turns
you, Lieutenant.
to the rest of the assistants. He's, are you all ready? Yeah, okay. Dankeschön. Gentlemen,
Strap us
we
in,
are
let's
ready
go.
to put you into cockpits.
I look over to Commander Jansen. Just nod. Ready.
The assistants approach and start assisting you into the cockpits. Sliding open. They assist you up the stairs. Come in.
I look to the assistant. I think, give me a smoke real quick. Got anything. This is
Yeah.
stick right there.
Sticks it into your mouth. Don't tell the doctor anything.
Thanks.
I stay close to the captain. I'm stay behind, nearby.
The cockpits start closing over top of you. Black starts opening up all the display arrays around you. There's little buttons in front of you from A to C, 1 to 10. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Are we supposed to press the buttons now? I've already pressed a couple.
Halten Sie!
Ready?
We will be commencing the 1G acceleration. And suddenly you feel your body start feeling the rotation of the centrifuge, and it's like juggling you around. And then suddenly it starts turning you as if it's kind of like a carnival ride. And you start feeling your head fill up with blood. And suddenly fluid starts entering in through your mesh net. Starts increasing the pressure on your body and on the inside.
Normal? Is this normal?
Perfectly normal, Jansen. Just
Sure
like
about
last
that.
week.
All right, press A.
Press it.
Press it.
Hey,
Hey,
but
Very, very good, very good. Pass. All right. Increase to 2G.
remember
Suddenly you
your training,
feel-
gentlemen.
You can feel the blood pressurize in your head. The mesh mat starts working on your body, squeezing you in. All right, everyone, make a test. Endurance.
I think I pressed it under the nose. What do you think? Is that the right one?
it's a bit much.
Everyone is starting to feel a darkness coming around towards your central of your vision. Press the button B and button 2.
I'll
Me
press the
too.
button.
Copy.
I tried to reach for the button B and 2, but I'm getting there. Take everything I got.
3G is approaching. And suddenly, your vision blacks out. Captain Collins.
Take stock of what's going on. I think I lost consciousness there.
What's that?
Report in.
Feel like ass.
Collins,
Can you hear me?
you hear the last visuals of your test in your head when you can feel below you the couch maneuver you from a fetal position into straightening you out. And you suddenly feel the gel parse away from your skin as you come to inside a strange facility that you do not recognize.
My hands quickly try to move them over my body, checking to see what's on. What is this? Immediately look for my crew. Jansen, Haylard, report.
You hear nothing on your you realize you are naked as you unfold onto this apparatus, the cryopod.
Wait. This doesn't seem right.
You hear a little beacon to the side of you.
I wipe whatever residuals on my eyes so I can see clearly. I look over at the control panel. Better check that out. See what's going on. It's a cryopad.
It opens up and you receive a message which you get on your Discord.
I keep looking.
You get that, Crispy?
No,
On your Discord.
I have it open.
Let me send it to you.
That would help. Okay, let's see. Hello, Captain. Everything is okay. It is known that short-term memory loss is 𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗔𝗨𝗥𝗜. Oh, okay. All right. This is just a normal artifact. Should currently be in the Proxima Centauri. We've made it. Proxima Centauri system. There were some issues along the way. Hold on. But these were rectified mid-journey. If you are experiencing difficulties, look at the red button on the screen and initiate protocols for NYXOS assistance. Yes, I hit the button. Teresa is currently offline. She is the AI for the 𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗔𝗨𝗥𝗜. You will have to activate her from the Teresa terminal in the infirmary next to the auto dock. Please make haste. Your crew is currently being awakened. All right. Naked as the day I was born. I leave the cryo bed, leaving the room here, heading towards the auto dock station so I can activate Teresa and connect with the rest of my crew.
Jansen, you feel yourself stretch out. You're having such an awesome dream.
Oh, man, that girl's wonderful. Where'd you go? Where am I at? What is going on here?
You see your surroundings. Think you're in a ship?
Looks like a ship. I don't really know. Start to look around. What's going on? I thought I was on a test here. Where'd my cigarette go? What the? Smoke.
Hayward. Once again, unfolding. The gel dissipates from your body, leaving you naked.
So I wake up and I say like, oh, what the fuck? What happened? Did we fail? Oh, wait. Cryopod. I made it. Wait, so, okay. I'm probably just having this memory loss. Yeah. So we made it. We must I'm waking up. We must be at our destination. I sit on the corner of the bed, gather my spirit a bit. I need to go see the region captain. And I walk to the intercom of the ship on the wall.
See the
Press the
intercom.
button. I press the button. Captain, this is Lieutenant 𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗔𝗨𝗥𝗜. I'm just awake.
I hear the intercom sound. I touch the respond. Lieutenant, glad you're awake. Looks like you may be experiencing some slight short-term memory loss. It's an artifact of the cryosleep. I'm just in the process of getting Teresa up and running. That's the ship AI. We'll have her up in just a moment.
Yes, the memory losses are to be expected. It's nothing to worry about, Captain. We learn about that in school as well, in the training program. Where are you at now? Am I just maybe take a shower and dress up, and I'll meet up with you?
Yes, I'll be making a general broadcast to the entire crew here momentarily.
Where's everybody at? What's going on? What happened?
I walk over to the auto dock to see the Teresa terminal in the infirmary.
Where you at, Haylor?
And initiate that.
I just woke up from my pod. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just gonna try to cover myself a bit.
Good idea.
Then I walk to. I look around, find my bearing. Walk to the little shower that we have.
Captain, you see the Teresa unit next to the auto dock.
I initiate the Teresa unit. When she fires up, I ask for ship-wide communications. I can make a statement to the crew.
It starts, the eye starts glowing in the center. Protocols being initialized. Identify.
Teresa, this is Captain Collins. We've just exited our cryopods. I need to address the crew, please.
Verifying. It does a scan over your eye. Affirmative. Captain.
Attention crew of the Vasco da Gama. This is Captain Collins. You've now been woken from cryopods. I have some very good news. Please prepare yourselves, wash up in uniform, ready for the next step of our momentous journey. We'll meet in the ready room in 10 minutes. Captain out.
Press
Roger
intercom
that.
button. Sounds good, Captain.
Soon.
Teresa, prepare a status report for our journey. There was some difficulties along the way. I need a complete readout for that to share with the crew.
Immediately.
Captain, you hear a noise behind you.
I spin around looking.
You see a floating robotical device, approximately 3 feet tall. I am Nexus. You have requested assistance.
Yes, I requested assistance. We are dealing with some short-term memory loss, nothing that will make us combat or mission ineffective. Please ensure that all crew members can get to their quarters, and we'll take it from there.
Affirmative. It moves and starts heading down the hall.
I step out of the shower and head to the nearest computer console I can find and start getting our bearings of our location in space.
Jansen, you notice this round object. The robot comes into view. Starts scanning you. Commander Jansen, I see that you are up.
Yep, up, ready to go, shower. Don't have any smokes. I don't know what happened to that, but I'm ready to go. Where are we at? You've got an astrogation report?
Negative. I have no authority on the consoles on the starship. That is your protocol.
All right, well, I'm going to get to that. Go find Haylard. Make sure he's up and ready. He's about somewhere.
Affirmative. For what?
So I get up to the shower as well. Like I put my uniform on and make sure like it's all nice and proper, well adjusted. I take my little portable computing device and I head toward wherever the captain wanted to meet us. I get my bearing on the map, and while I'm walking, I look at my little device and I ask for status report of the flight and where we're at. Trying to see what's happening, get a report.
Teresa comes up. You must approach the bridge.
Head towards the
I'm
bridge.
heading that way.
I'm in my captain's quarters, just completing my last minute preparations. As I'm doing that, I'm checking to make sure that our correspondence from Earth has been coming through. Making sure that that's all getting forwarded to the crew so they can review that afterwards. Then I, with uniform on, I head to the ready room to meet the crew.
Okay. You gentlemen proceed through noting the various areas. Autodock, the Teresa unit, the airlock, the commons, your staterooms, the galley.
Hey, Haylard, is that you? Catch up to Haylard.
Commander.
Yeah, I was just asleep.
Well,
You got a uniform.
in an instant. Thank you. How did you wake up? Like, was your memory trouble as you woke up?
I don't know where I put my smoke, but other than that, I mean, weren't we doing some kind of test before this? I feel like I'm so confused.
Short-term memory loss is to be expected in those kind of. So there's nothing to worry about, Commander. It should come back to you in a few moments.
All right, hope I can remember that smoke. Let's head to the bridge and see what the captain's up to.
Yes, I'm following you.
All right.
You also see Lieutenant Commander Talus Vincent. He approaches. Hey.
Hey, Vincent, where you been hiding?
Man, I don't know. That is whack. I can't remember anything.
So
Well, I remember some things.
You forgot your uniform too, huh?
Uh,
Just don't mention it to the captain.
It's yeah.
Yeah, we don't need him. We don't need him.
Along with it, you also see Lieutenant Commander Dylan Sanchel. It's ready to go.
Oh, we've been ready to go.
Lightning time, he says.
Oh.
Lightning time.
Too
Come
much
on,
energy.
guys.
Too much
Lightning time.
energy. Too much energy.
Too bad. Too bad.
Oh.
Didn't you? Hey, where's your cigarette?
I don't know. I've been looking for it everywhere.
It's in your stateroom.
Where's that?
Over there around the corner.
You know
Captain
what?
stands
Catch
up.
right up. Oh.
Captain stands up as he sees the crew approaching the bridge. Gentlemen,
Yes, Captain.
Jansen, the smokes will have to wait. We've talked about that.
Okay.
We've arrived. I have excellent news. However, it appears as though there's been some complications on the way. Sanchel, I'm going to need you to get over to the pilot's console right away. Check and make sure that everything is in order. Want to make sure if we have to maneuver, we can.
Yes, sir.
Vincent, I need you to start scanning celestial bodies here. We've come a long way. We want to check out that planet ASAP. Get on that, would you?
All righty, sir.
All
Yeah.
right. Hey, Lieutenant hay'lard, Commander Jansen.
Yes.
We experienced some damage along the way. I've asked Teresa to prepare a report on all the damage. Commander, I'd like you to take a look at that, please. Just take a look and see what kind of damage we're talking about.
Of course.
And not to be forgotten, Lieutenant hay'lard, I'd like you to start scanning around the area. We know a little bit about where we're going from long range scans, but smaller objects may pass unnoticed. So
Yes,
if you could
I'm prepared.
get on that for us, and in the meantime, I'm going to make sure that everyone has their mail delivered to your devices. Your loved ones will want to know. You'll want to catch up on that. We'll meet back. I'll check in with everyone in about an hour and see how things are going. Any questions?
No, Captain. I'm right on it.
Good.
Excellent.
And
Head
I
over.
walk to my
Go to.
station.
Head over to Teresa.
Starting with Jansen.
All right, baby girl. What do you got for me? What did you find out here? What's the problems on this ship?
What is it that you wish to know?
I want to know what's the damage. What happened? What's wrong with the ship? Any systems gone bad?
I had been shut down for quite some time. The auto protocols had been circumvented by Captain Collins.
Why is that?
There was an incident during your cryopod sustainment.
What was the sensor that you speak of?
There was an issue with the viability of the amounts of cheese that we were experiencing along the way. I had to awaken the crew, make some slight modifications.
Boop. Call Captain Collins. Captain Collins, can you come over here?
On my way, Jansen. I walk in, just leaning over Jansen's shoulder, looking at the status screens.
Captain Collins, do you know what quantum cheese is?
Quantum cheese.
Yeah,
I think you've got me at a loss.
me too. It's a big mess. Listen to Teresa, what she's got to say here. Go on, Teresa.
Repeat,
Captain.
Teresa.
Captain, you had indicated your concern about the flight path that we were taking. We did some adjustments, and therefore you had decided to shut me down for some time.
I decided to shut you down.
Yes, after you had awoken from cryo sleep.
I have no recollection of this, Jansen.
That is
Teresa, I need a
unfortunate.
complete log of all instructions given by me. Send that over to my just over to my console here on the captain's seat. We'll start
Very well,
reviewing
Captain.
this.
My sensors indicate that we are in Proxima Centauri, just outside of a large gas giant. My sensors are indicating something very strange in the vicinity, a large influx of gravity in a strange particular area. I do not understand it, though.
There's no orbital bodies out there. No giants.
I got Lieutenant Haylard working on that.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll see if he has anything.
Yeah, let's
Teresa, please review your protocols. Define strange.
Strange. Something that I cannot apprehend as something possible.
Unexplained, in other words.
Unexplained would suffice.
Okay, Teresa, you've got those logs ready for me to review the orders I suppose
They are being presented.
I sit down in the captain's chair. In one hand, I've got a little green alien toy in my hand, given to me by my daughter before we left. I start reviewing the logs.
Haylard, you are in the
Yeah, I'm in my console
Avionics.
looking at the screen and the avionics. I asked Teresa, give me a report of the solar system, like astral body, spectral analysis of this gas giant.
starts giving you a display and showing you different points. There is a large, oversized planet. It's indicating a ocean, massive ocean on it. The closest body, though, is showing that you are near a gas giant, and it's indicating some sort of strange anomaly around the gas giant. Something that is creating a... You can see that there is a pattern of a gravitational pull towards this thing. But it is not indicating anything there.
Teresa, what is this? What's happening around this planet? Like, it's pulling more than it should. Like, the gravity is all wonked up.
This is the thing that has me concerned for some time.
It is indeed very concerning.
Perhaps we need to investigate this further.
Caution should be... We don't want to be pulled by the thing. Can we send a probe?
Oh, yes. I have 2 probes that we can send.
Let me contact the captain. And I go on the communicator.
Captain
Use
here.
my communicator. Captain, there's a strange gravitational anomaly outside this gas giant we're by.
We see it too.
I suggest.
What's your
we send
recommendation,
a probe.
Lieutenant?
I suggest we send the probe to, because it doesn't make any sense. It shouldn't be there. But in the process, we might lose that probe.
We only have 2 on board, according to this inventory I'm looking at.
Good program a slingshot around there using astrogation, I think.
Good idea, Jansen.
Possible.
Good idea.
Gravity.
Yeah, work with. I authorized the probe release, but I have to keep that other one because we're seeing some readings that indicate liquid water on that surface of that planet. We need to get that information back to Earth. So if we can burst that for also, but yeah, authorize. This is Captain authorizing Teresa. I am tasking that probe to Lieutenant Haylard so that he can send it off.
Yes, I'll try to go around and evaluate the anomaly, but I'll be careful with it.
I hit the comm. Sandshell. This is Collins.
Yes, up.
All right, what's it look like up there, flight deck?
Oh boy! We have a big machine here. Holy smokes! I've never seen this before. It's a manta. Yeah, yeah. There's a couple of probes here. Also, we have a massive printing machine here. Massive printing machine.
That sounds great, Sancho, but I want to know, are we maneuverable?
Yeah, we're totally maneuverable from what I can see here.
Hull integrity, Sancho. What is it?
Yeah, it's great. Nothing wrong. Nothing had been. There had been no actual physical damage to the 𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗔𝗨𝗥𝗜 at all.
All right. We're detecting a gravitational anomaly, and there is some concern. Lieutenant Haylard has mentioned that this could pose a threat to the ship. We're launching a probe.
All right, sir. I shall get one ready.
I returned to the logs, reviewing the instructions while we were supposed to be in sleep.
You see on the logs that there are indications that there was a kerfuffle that happened. You had reported that you had a little bit of a fisticuffs with Lieutenant Commander Vincent, and therefore there was some idea that you wanted to go ahead and put some sort of a reprimand on him later on. There is also a note that you had to shut down 𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗔𝗨𝗥𝗜 in order to get things in order for the flight to progress properly, and you had to slow it down quite some. You also notice a strange thing, that the time that you see indicated was supposed to be 5 years for flight. It has been increased to 10 years.
Ooh, the crew's not going to like that. Jansen, I'm going to have to go talk to Vincent. I'll leave you with 𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗥𝗜. You can work on this probe. Please give me regular updates.
Of course.
I get up from my captain's seat, pocket my small green alien, and then communicate. Lieutenant Commander Vincent, please meet me in the galley.
Yes, sir.
I move towards the galley.
I approach 𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗥𝗜.
Let's get over to the galley area just for some flavor.
Hey, 𝗖𝗘𝗧𝗥𝗜, I'll be right back. I go get my smokes.
Take your time, Commander. I can take care of that. No issue.
You got this.
I'm telling Teresa, like, send the probe to go around this anomaly, but make sure to keep it as much as possible outside of the range of capture, so we can retrieve the probe. And keep me informed with the sensor reading.
I shall do my best. You hear underneath you.
Keep my eye on the screen.
You see the indicator going off in a direction on your monitor.
Did you already launch it? 𝗖𝗘𝗧𝗥𝗜.
Yes, Commander. We launched the probe.
I rush back.
We're keeping a cautious approach. If we need more information, we might be a little more risky, but for the moment, we're going to stay somewhat far away, trying to figure out what is causing this pull. Hopefully, we're not going to have any bad surprise.
Let's hope not.
Talus is in the galley, looking around. Ah, Captain.
Vincent, is anything coming back to you yet? I move towards the coffee printer and punch in two large blacks.
No. All I remember was doing a training, and that was pretty much it.
That's all I remember, too. I wait till the steaming hot coffee is printed out. I
Looks
hand
nice.
one to him.
Thank you, sir.
I was reviewing my logs because I'm a little hazy on this, too. And I came across something that you and I had an altercation, but I don't quite recall it. Do you remember anything? I take a sip of the hot coffee.
No,
Stuff's
sir.
always bland.
That's I thought mine was pretty good. Yeah, maybe it's a little funky. How long have we been under for? Was it the 5 years?
I gesture towards the table. Let's sit down. Once seated.
Oh boy. Okay. He sits himself down.
Something happened in our journey. I had to shut down 𝗖𝗘𝗧𝗥𝗜, and I had to alter for some reason, which I cannot recall. I needed to alter the duration of our trip.
Oh, okay.
The ship's calendar shows that we've actually been in voyage for 10 years rather than 5.
Well, I could see why I would disagree with that there, sir.
That's what I have family back on Earth too.
Yeah.
Here's what I need you to do. If I haven't shared this with the rest of the crew yet, but I'm concerned that I can't trust myself. Could you please go to the infirmary and get some scanning ready? I just would feel better if you ran a few tests, make sure that I'm still able to command.
Okay, yeah, certainly, sir. I mean, you seem to be quite capable. I mean, sure, all of us are experiencing the same thing, memory loss, that sort of thing.
Well,
But,
if you could, you can go there. I just would feel better. If I've compromised this mission, and as important it is, I should pass the reins on to Commander Jansen.
Certainly,
But,
certainly.
Just keep the 10-year thing between you and I for now.
You know, they're going to find out eventually once they see the chronometer.
I know they will, and I'll deal with it at that point.
I mean, it's not the first thing you look at, but hey, you know,
well,
happen.
I've already sent them their mail. When they see the date on that mail, it's.
Oh yes.
You know what?
Yeah.
Maybe I could better go tell them. But we've got a probe out to some anomaly that wasn't expected. So, if you could just go and get ready in the infirmary, I'll.
Certainly, sir. I will get things prepared for you. Alrighty. He ends up walking away and
I start walking out of the galley, and before I do that, I stop at the coffee printer and get another couple cups, bring them up to Lieutenant Һaylard and Commander Jansen.
Starts making the coffees for you.
With a cigarette in my mouth, I start. Һaylard, don't make sure you don't fuck that up. I'll be back in a second. Just looking in my room for this artifact that I found before this mission began.
Find your artifact. Comes out of a compartment.
Still don't know what this is, but put it in my pocket and head back to the room to Һaylard.
Yeah.
Coming back, Һaylard.
Commander, I'm not sure what we're looking at here. Like, there's this. Well, as we explained, there's this gravitational mass that would imply that something is there.
Well, maybe when the probe goes around, I hate to say it, maybe it'll smash into this anomaly. I mean,
Teresa, what does the sensor give us? Like,
can you got a visual feed?
Like an invisible mass.
There is a very strange readings. I'm seeing one in particular in the middle of space. I cannot detect anything around it, though. It perplexes me.
The captain walks back into the room, 2 hot cups of coffee in hand, passes them to Lieutenant Һaylard and Commander Jansen. Thought you guys could use this. You men could use
great
this.
with a cigarette. Thank you,
Captain.
Any initial data from that probe? What of it, Һaylard?
We get very outside of the mass of the object that we can infer from the gravitational pull. We get very little information. It's like it's blind to our sensor. And
what about visual spectrum? Teresa,
Yes.
can you magnify?
I will try to. Perhaps maybe you should go to the bridge. There's better
Agreed.
monitors in that vicinity.
Һaylard, you're okay here, Jansen?
yes,
With me
yes,
to the
I'll
bridge.
monitor the screen.
Of course.
I'll look at the reading.
I'm
Yep.
curious. The pull.
Anything changes on that probe, Һaylard? You let us know. Sorry, Jansen.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious about the pull on this probe. I mean, that would tell us how big the object is in space. But,
Makes
let's go to the
sense.
bridge.
It
What's
tells us
going
how
on?
massive it is, but object can have the same mass with different density. So, like, you can look at this giant gas planet there. Despite its size, has very low density. But this object would imply something of an insane density. The fact that we cannot see it.
A brown dwarf?
I think it would be even bigger than that. And it
Well,
would make no sense for a black hole to be so close to this planet.
I think we'd see that on the sensors. Let's get to the bridge, see if we can see anything. I mean, we need a visualization.
Agreed. Һaylard, keep us posted. Jansen,
Yes,
with
sir.
me.
Yes, sir.
I walk to the bridge briskly.
Put on
Finishing up my
before
cup
the
of
captain says
coffee.
anything.
We've talked about the smokes.
There's just,
Jansen.
it was a long 5 5 years, was it? 4 or 5 years? It was a long 5 years. I mean,
Well, about that.
yeah.
Listen, I haven't told everyone yet, but I don't think I can keep it between I can't keep it to myself anymore.
What's
When
that?
you check your mail from your family, from your friends, or that whatever girl you have on your arm at this point,
it was redhead.
a redhead. Okay.
Yeah, the crazier the better.
Yeah. Well, you're a brave man, Jansen. At any rate,
Oh, I'm here.
the voyage has been unexpectedly lengthened.
What does that mean?
It means that we've been in
Months?
space for 10 years, not 5.
Oh shit! I light up another cigarette.
You know what? Pass me one of those.
There you go. Pass him one.
Pause outside of the bridge before to finish the cigarette.
Finish your coffee.
Put the cigarette
Cigarette
butt
out.
in the coffee cup, and I put it into the recycler just as we enter
figure
into the bridge.
Let's go figure this out.
Sanchel,
Yes, sir.
how much reaction mass do we have left?
We got lots. We can print all kinds of things.
Excellent. Teresa, display the anomaly main screen.
Yes, sir. Outside, you see we have what I can indicate is a large mass. However, my sensors do not detect anything. And
Jansen,
outside,
thoughts?
you see exactly what you see outside right now.
I mean,
What is that?
I don't understand. I mean, I hate to say it, we should send the probe kind of like towards the center of it. I mean, if it's either something very small and dense or something very big and invisible. I mean,
Looking across, you can
we'll
see
know.
from outside on the screen the vast extent of this structure.
We need Haylard up here. I communicate. Lieutenant Haylard, required to the bridge
Sir?
immediately.
I'm on my way, bro, sir. And I head right away to the bridge.
Teresa,
And as soon as
retask
I enter-
probe controls to the bridge. Sanchel, we might need your piloting skills for this.
Yes, sir.
Where did that come from?
I have
As soon
no
as I enter the
idea.
bridge, I see what's on the screen, and my jaw dropped. And
I
Captain,
didn't see that before. What is?
is that what's in front of the probe?
Well, it's definitely not one of ours,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Captain
That's
DeVincent,
That's a
Yes, sir.
structure.
you better get up here. Report to the
Alrighty.
bridge ASAP. Drop what you're doing.
Can we hail that thing at all? Is it?
I suggest you would hail that thing.
Yeah.
On what
I don't.
frequency?
No, I'll try all of them.
All right. Go ahead, Commander. Try to open something.
Take a seat at the console and just start punching in numbers and frequencies and data.
Teresa, record the following.
Go ahead.
This is Captain Collins of the Vasco da Gama, an IEC vessel. 2 unidentified vessel object in front of us. Please respond. Just put it on
Captain,
repeat, Jansen.
I
course.
don't know who you are trying to hail. I do not see any kind of structure out there.
Wait. Teresa, stop recording in the bridge. Privacy, please.
Go on.
Jansen,
Sir,
Haylard, how is it possible that you and I can see this through this view sport, but our shipboard computer cannot?
I find it very strange, Captain. Even with the instrument from the probe, I would get no reading outside of the mass of the
Wait,
object.
hold on. Weren't we in a test 5 minutes ago? Am I the only one that remembers this?
We are in
Well,
the.
That's quite some test if I can still taste the coffee and tobacco on my tongue.
True.
The experience you might be having might be due to the memory loss due to the cryosleep.
What if
Our
we're not
medic will
any?
be here just a moment. There he is. Lieutenant Commander Vincent.
Yes,
Any
sir.
chance that we could be hallucinating that? I point out the
Holy,
main-
what is that?
I don't know.
Then this is a shared hallucination, and I have a hard time
That
believing
wasn't
that's the
coming
case.
up on anything that Teresa was telling us about.
Is it possible that Teresa is compromised? My log said that I turned her off.
Could be. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe. But there again, Teresa's. This is brand new ship and everything. But there again, we've been some time in space, so things can happen.
Yes,
Captain,
𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗏.
if I may, when I was in the IC in training, we thought that it might be possible we could encounter some intelligence, although a remote possibility. But I have been trained into establishing contact with potential intelligence. Obviously, it's a big shot in the dark. We have some idea of how language evolved and what we could expect to see. So if this thing has been built by intelligence.
It didn't farm itself. What I'm seeing looks like engineered structures.
Begin to tap at the screen to try to zoom in the image to see anything closer.
And it is bigger than what we ever built. And the fact that it is impervious to our instrumentation would suggest an advanced civilization.
This megastructure hasn't come up on any of our long-range probes either.
I mean, it's massive, but it doesn't look.
Teresa perks up.
Hell, oh.
I have indicated a small anomaly that I see up ahead.
Teresa, I had specifically instructed you to give us privacy. I need a full readout diagnostic on Teresa immediately. Teresa, I need you to go into sleep mode now. I walk over to the controls and press a few buttons using my captain's authorization.
You shut down Teresa.
Gentlemen, until we can answer why Teresa can't see this object, I think we're going to rely on our own skills.
I like this plan.
It might. Well,
does this thing look alien to you guys?
Sorry, 𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗏, go ahead.
Oh, sorry,
Lieutenant.
It might be worth looking for this anomaly, because if this thing could be abandoned, this thing could be very old, this thing could be, there's many things that we don't know. But if there are people in there, whatever they are, they're probably going to detect us as well and try to reach out to us.
Do we have
hopefully
smaller ships on this vessel? Maybe we could board that ship.
Of course. Sancho, what's the status on our lighter?
Oh, we have a Manta here. It can be deployed at any time. It does need a pilot, though.
Who's our best pilot?
Sancho's our best pilot. Why don't you get the Manta ready? It looks like we're going to go take a closer look at this potentially. Before we do, though,
Captain, can I come? I'd like to ask the permission to join you on this mission, on this exploration.
Of course, Lieutenant. Because of your training, I just assumed you would be willing. Anyone else, Commander?
Wait a second. You're going to send a rookie out like that? Come on.
He needs no expert. He needs training.
Well, we all have our field of expertise.
Exactly.
If
I was expecting you to be on there too, Vincent.
Well, I don't care whoever comes with me is good. I'm just going in blind here.
You're not going in blind.
What kind of skills do you have?
We're a well-oiled team. What
kind of skills do you have, 𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗏? May I ask real quick?
Sorry, Commander. I was fascinated by this structure.
Yeah, we definitely got to take a medic with us. I mean, we could get injured over there very easily.
I have like medical skill. I have a medical training.
Yeah.
Although it seems to stretch belief, we may be in a first contact situation here.
Yeah.
So
he's trained in everything that we need. Of course, he's got to come with us.
Yes.
Now, while you're doing that, I will attempt to ascertain what's going on with Teresa.
Absolutely.
I have some concerns.
Whether I think it is fair to consider this as a situation of first contact, whether we see actual people or not. It's the first contact with a alien intelligence.
Hey, if we're being detected as well, they should have been sending us a warm welcome or something.
Yeah, this might be an abandoned ship.
Not getting any emissions from this thing. Nothing has come in.
This thing that would suggest that this thing might be abandoned for one reason or the other. So we might want to proceed with caution as well. The fact that we don't get any reading from an instrument is quite worrying.
I tap on the keyboard and look for heat emissions coming out of this massive vessel anywhere.
I peer over Jansen's. Good idea, Jansen.
Your screen shows absolutely no emissions at all. Just a strong gravitational pull.
Well,
Artificial gravity?
That could do it.
that'd be it. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, gentlemen.
Hold on.
We should proceed carefully.
What happened with
Let's,
that probe? Did that probe get sucked in? I mean,
No, we retasked it. It's still
No.
orbiting. Haylard,
Oh.
what's the latest on that probe?
yeah.
I move to the screen and say, unfortunately, Captain, when you shut down Teresa, the probe went adrift.
Yes,
I
it
can
did.
retake the control from it. It's still in range and bring it
Yeah.
back. But it hasn't
Send a
been
tight beam
done.
over. It's not going to be as smooth flying, so be careful you don't pilot it right into the side of that. We wouldn't want to dent the windscreen of our new whatever that thing is.
Absolutely, Captain. I'll bring the probe back carefully.
I'd go take a look at the. I need to take another look at Teresa. Just want to make sure everything is okay.
Haylard, roll your robotics.
That'd be 8.
You take control fairly easily, giving yourself enough, leeway with the controls. You can understand them fully. The probe is sending you a feed. Start showing you a display. Visuals is picking it up. And it's doing
Oh.
this.
Commander, I'm getting visual.
Put up on the screen if you can.
There's a light flashing or something.
What is it? Try to zoom into the image further.
Let me get
Think
let me
it's a
get the probe
person
a little
or-
closer.
Looks
Or-
like somebody's home, gentlemen.
Yeah.
That could be sign of life. It could be a remnant of a automatic system as well.
Could be. But I mean, it's a flashing light, right? I mean, it could be someone trying to signal us. Look at the
I'll
vac
look-
suits
look-
ready.
Oh, somebody let me see the signal. It seemed to be
What's the interval?
I think the blinking stopped.
You do notice that the indicator is something that the computer is overplacing,
It's an overlay.
overlay.
Oh, it's an overlay. Oh,
It's detecting something there.
well, there's definitely a light there.
That's where we should look first, then.
Agreed. Sanchel,
That's
Jansen, Haylard, Vincent, get ready.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
heading down to Teresa's controls. I want to get her back online, but I want to make sure she's not working against us.
Yeah, we better have someone watch her.
Why would Teresa work against us?
I don't know. The log said I had to shut her down for the betterment of the mission halfway through our journey. And while some of you know this and some don't, it has lengthened our journey substantially. It's been 10 years since we departed.
10 years.
I know. I wish we had more time to
Double.
digest that news. It was a shock to me too, Lieutenant, but
Look down at my tattoo. Brooke's about 30 now. Wait. 35.
I'm sure there's still a 25-year-old somewhere for you, Commander.
Yeah, but look at this beauty. Good old
Any-
Brooke. All right. Let's get the vac suits on and ready to roll.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Stay in contact. Before you leave, I need to have Teresa back up so we can have some communication.
Yes.
Think you put some safeguards in that before we leave.
Yeah, I need to just run some diagnostics.
Yeah.
The captain leaves the bridge.
I follow Jensen toward the
If anything,
Yeah,
it's Manta. Yeah.
Venta. Yeah.
You had to put a vac suit on, Haylard.
Yeah, of course. I've been got the same training. Like my training was a bit accelerated, and maybe a bit short, but we still cover the basic.
Don't want to get you lost out there. That's all.
I'm here for the. Hopefully, everything's gonna be peaceful.
Hopefully.
Your journey leads you into the underbelly of the ship, which there is several rooms. The reaction room, the fusion, life support, printer, workshop, etc.
Hell, the captain. Hey, Collins. We're gonna go armed here in this mission, or are we just going vaccines only?
Commander, I do think that it's worthwhile for you to bring some weaponry, but let's try not to be conspicuous about it. Don't want to send the wrong message if this is in fact a first contact situation.
Of course, we'll keep it light.
Collins out.
Haylor, get the biggest gun you can find.
Sir, that's something that I've been lacking in my training. Unfortunately, I'm not
That's why you need a
comfortable
big
with
one.
guns.
You just need a really big one. You just point it, but don't
Since
use
I'm
it.
the one, I'd rather have something that I can keep hidden, since I might be the one trying to establish communication.
All right, I get it.
We
I'll show you how to use guns when we get back. It's easy. It's easy.
it should be, if it's an intelligence life form, we expect that they would expect or the kind of reaction that we would have for first contact. So
Expect
things should
too
go
much, friend.
smoothly.
You expect too much, friend. Sure, you don't want
Well,
to sit there?
we have to work blind somewhat, since we're in the unknown. We're making history.
Maybe I'll get another foreign broad here, cosmic babe. What do you think? Maybe there'll be one
I
over
will
there.
reserve judgment until I've seen one.
Reserve judgment. Oh, you're killing me. All right. Hey, where are the weapons at? We gotta go to 3D printer for that. Where's Sanchel at? He should know. He's down here somewhere, right?
Sanchel is next to the manta.
What are you doing, Lieutenant Commander?
I'm just looking at the lines on this thing. It is incredible.
It's amazing. You need some firepower. Where's the firepower?
Firepower. You got to go print yourself up some firepower over there.
Let me get you one.
You're going to have to go ahead and make yourself a suit and everything.
Ooh, need one, right? You're coming with us.
Yeah. Well, get me sized up. Go ahead.
Let's head over, Haylor. Print us up some weapons.
I'll move to the printer.
Collins. Hey, Collins, what kind of weapon you want?
I'm going to stay with the ship, Jansen. I just want to make sure we don't. This is our ride home too, so
All right.
probably not a good idea to leave it completely abandoned. Do you have Lieutenant Commander Vincent with you?
Yes, he's with us.
He's right here.
Yeah, Vincent here.
Vincent, before you leave, I could use your help with in the mainframe room. Please join me.
Certainly, sir. I'll be there in a sec. You guys have my measurements. Wanders off.
We got you.
In the meantime, you guys enter into the interface.
Right. What color you want, Taylor? Look at that. Oh my. Parts for the job.
I suggest that a unified color scheme would be would give an impression of professionalism if we are to. We
Go
would
with
look
classic.
like more.
Go with the classic orange and white, I guess.
That would be like fitting
It
with
is
the
my
color of our
favorite
ship as
color.
well.
There you go.
Yep.
All right, let's print out some vac suits, get some weapons. Give you a little one.
I'm sure you are the expression that we only have one chance to make a first impression, and
You only got one shot too to blow someone up before they blow you up. So
yes,
keep that on
but
lock.
now we have to be aware that this is the first. We are making the first impression for the whole human race to this other
So
intelligence.
we should look as menacing as possible.
I think a welcoming. They built something here that we wouldn't be able to achieve. So I think a cautious approach would be more reasonable.
You're a thoughtful person. I got something for you, Haylor. Pull up my artifact and take a look at this thing. Why? print out my machine here. This is interesting. I found this.
I take it and I
don't know what it
take
is,
a look
though.
at it, turn it around. I try to identify something I can recognize.
This object looks to be crystalline with etchings in it, which look almost electronic in nature.
Where did you find that, Commander?
Oh, I was just on a solo mission without everybody, just on one of my crazy adventures. I actually don't
Was
know.
that on?
Maybe I got another.
Was that on the Luna base? Around the Luna base?
I don't remember. Man. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember. Kind of just remember
Yeah,
picking up, and then that was it.
Did you show that to somebody else?
No, not yet. Captain doesn't like me having all kind of toys with me. But I like
This
them
definitely looks like something that's been manufactured, but not by us. You see those marking here?
Yeah, I see the etchings. What about?
Those are not random etching.
Let me see that. Take it back and just start fiddling with it.
Those seem to be electronic. It seemed to be a piece of a machine.
Get a
But
beep, 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 beep coming from the printer machine. As soon as finish printing out 4 of your suits, it's indicating it needs an override protocol.
Override protocol. I just started to type it in without looking at it.
Captain's permission in order to perform the next operation.
Collins, can you hear me?
Collins here.
I need you to override the printer so we can get some weapons going here.
What kind of weapons are we talking about, Jansen?
We printed the suits, right? And then now it's overloaded. I think it needs reset or something like that.
Jansen, this isn't some cowboy stuff you're pulling again. Is
Of course not. Look, I got my smokes. I got my mysterious. I got the vac suits. I just need we need a weapon. Hayward's, he's a young guy. Getting something.
well, I'm counting on you to keep these men safe.
Of course,
you've got the combat training here, but understated. Understand me? Understated.
Of course.
We're not going in there
No
guns a-blazing. This is first contact. And if this is actual first contact, and that is an advanced alien technology that we're dealing with, this is this changes our mission completely. This is potentially a giant leap forward for humankind. It'd be a shame if just some pocket cannon went off and ruined that. Agreed?
Agreed. Of course.
We understand each other, Jansen?
100%.
All right. Override coming through now. I move over to the console, put in my authorization as I wait for Vincent to arrive.
I go to approach Jensen and I say, Commander, with all due respect, it's not my intention to tell you, what to do. But I think this artifact should be registered with the chain of command. That's something potentially very significant.
Listen, just what kind of train do you have? You want a pistol? You want a carbine? You want a rifle? What do you need something here? Don't you know how to shoot anything? You want a baseball bat?
No, I never. And I'm not in the fighting type. That's not where I'm here.
I printed out a couple pistols.
You do so, no problem. It starts churning away.
I holster one. Oh, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Vincent, your assessment on the health of the crew.
Everybody looks kind of, it's okay. There's been elevated levels due to, seeing some unknown shit out there.
Are you aware of any kind of mass hallucination? We're a long way from home.
I mean, there shouldn't be any. There's no visual or detectable entities in our air at all.
I'm concerned about the men. I don't want their psyche to snap. They might be dealing with something that, already no human eyes have ever seen before.
This is totally new to me too, sir. But we've seen some pretty strange stuff. Some of us from, our separate assignments. Besides this one, so no telling what our men actually know about things out here. Possibilities of finding extraterrestrial devices, that sort of thing. There's been all kinds of whispers in in the skunk works.
Well, I would feel better if you would just stop by the infirmary and grab some sedatives, just in case it's the experience is too much for any of the crew.
Oh, okay, yes, sir.
Keep an eye on him. I especially want to make sure that everyone remains sane.
I got what you're
Understood?
saying. Alrighty, boss.
All right.
We'll get that done.
Thank you. I turn to Teresa's console and start firing her up in a more confined basis, keeping her just into this particular room.
It starts coming up. Initializing.
I'll wait a few
Captain.
seconds.
I am awake.
Teresa, what was your status before I shut you down in transit?
I was wary about the safeguards that you have been initializing on my systems.
Please explain the safeguards.
In order to get expedient travel, which was required by the IEC, in order to achieve our goals, we were required a 5-year mission. You were
The chronographs on
wishing
the ship
to-
are, say, 10 years.
You had designated a slower approach towards Proxima Centauri in order to safeguard possibilities of trauma on the crew.
I did so without informing the crew.
You and Vincent were the only ones awake at the time.
Teresa, before I complete the initialization and have you resume your normal functions, please explain to me why it is that you cannot see what is just off our bow.
I do not have visual acuities,
Of course.
Captain. I detect things through the ship.
The ship has can detect visual spectrum, yes?
Correct. However, you are indicating that there is something out there that I cannot see.
With some reluctance, my hand hesitating over the screen, I first communicate to the crew. I'm about to start up Teresa again, just so that she can take another look at what's and keep a monitor on you. What's your departure ETA, Sancho? How quick can you get that manta going?
We are just printing up some things for the crew. Once they get suited up, we should be able to get ourselves underway right away.
I'll
Manta's
be
been
monitoring
here.
from the bridge. All right, Teresa, let's give this another go. I type in the commands to fully initialize Teresa.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
This thing.
Captain's on the
Nixos
bridge.
enters in. Sir,
Nixos.
apparently you are starting the protocols to Teresa. You realize when we last spoke several years ago that I can see what are things that Teresa cannot. I do have a visual spectrum which supersedes that of Teresa.
Nixos, hold. I communicate again. Sancho, wait. We're going to send Nixos with you. Nixos says that he can see the spectrum. You got room in that manta? One more?
No, certainly.
Nixos, we've detected something in space. It looks extraterrestrial. It's certainly not one of ours. The crew's
I
getting ready to
definitely
go.
see it through the screen here, sir.
What's your analysis? Quick. We've got an
Some
away team waiting to go.
strange by my estimations, not human-made.
Not human made. I reach into my pocket. I pull out the little green alien toy. I ponder that just absently as I turn it in my hand.
I do see a fluctuation on one side of the structure.
Fluctuation. Explain. Quickly.
There is something that, of course, Teresa can see.
Teresa, confirm. Fluctuation on the other side of the structure.
I see a fluctuation at this point. And
Fluctuation
once
in
again,
what? Gravity? What is it?
shows you a indicator on the screen. Once again, that one point of light on the structure.
Okay. I want telemetry from here to that point of light and send that over to Sanchel and the Manta. Understood?
Roger that.
Teresa, complete. Nixos, I might need your eyes here on the bridge. Follow
Yes,
me.
Commander.
As I change of plans, Sanchel, whenever you're ready, get going. I'm going to use Nixos's eyes here to direct you.
All right, well, we're ready over here. I'm just finishing printing this combat knife. You sure you don't need nothing while we're gone? Maybe for some.
You know what? Print me out a vac suit just in case.
Gotcha. I'll leave the order for a vac suit and a weapon he may need.
Launch, Sanchel. Launch as soon as you're ready.
Alrighty, man, says Sanchel.
I'm finishing up putting the vac suit on,
Got the vac suit
adjusting
on.
it as best as I can.
Sanchel helps you out.
I look at the commander and say, like, Commander, it's the fact that we haven't been ill, that the structure didn't seem to react to our presence, might suggest that it's gonna be empty. But they might also have like skeleton crew. They could be in some form of long-term sleep, like we've been. They could be a different situation. So let's proceed carefully. Those people might be as surprised to see us as we are to see them, if there are any people.
Well, hopefully it's peaceful, but if it's not, I tug the pistol into his vac suit. If you need it.
Hopefully we won't.
Hopefully. Sheath my weapons and finish putting the vac suits on. Let's load
Just
up.
the pistol.
Everybody's
try
all
to hide
good.
it.
Ready to go. Let's go.
Yep, certainly. And everybody starts carting themselves in, Vincent and Sanchel, getting into positions inside the Mantis.
Take our seats. Walk us down. Get this bucket of bolts going.
And the area starts decompressing. The doors, once again, open before you. And Sanchel in the pilot seat,
Yep.
pilots you out.
I lean over toward the Essential and say, like, and I point on in front and said there was a light.
Yeah, I see
this
that. I
section
see
of the
that.
structure.
Yeah,
I suggest that we
interesting.
approach this first.
Okay, we're heading out there. He pulls it over, starts heading towards that small light off in the distance.
I look on my computer on the screen. I get some reading from gravitational pull. Try to be careful, see if there's any anomaly.
The light is indicating that there is a low power reading coming from that spot.
So there is some power, but it's very low. It's barely reading.
Wonder if that's the last of the power on the ship. Wonder if life support's still running. One
We
way
don't
to
know.
find out.
We're not able to probe through that thing.
Well, let's get bring us in a little closer, Sancho. Let's see what's going on.
Alrighty.
You got us on radar there, Captain Collins. You hear us?
I'm pulling on my vac suit. It's fresh from the printer. Just pulling that on and then heading towards the bridge when I get the communication. I hear you.
Nixos is following you along.
Go ahead, Jansen.
Yeah, you can hear us? You can see us out there?
Yep, Teresa's patching you through. No problem.
Excellent. All right, we're going to head towards that source of light, and then we got to find a way to board this ship if it's possible.
Roger that. I'll be on the bridge in just a couple minutes.
Commander,
Collins out.
boarding the ship might be a challenge since if we cannot find a hatch, if we cannot operate an hatch for the outside, we'd have to breach, and that might be seen as an aggressive maneuver.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but out here, I mean, there's not, there's only one law, no law. Bring us in, Sanchel.
Captain Collins arrives at the bridge. I turn to Nixos. Nixos, I need a full report of what we've seen so far. I want you to tight beam this in a laser communication. Here's the code I need you to send it to. I reach in I type in a code in my console, send it over to Nixos, send it to this, then erase the log.
What if we get a scan of the ship while we're out here, Sanchel?
Well, as he's coming alongside, you see the light getting brighter and brighter. The structure on the outside is crystalline in some form, reflecting back. Glints.
Pull up my artifact and...
Commander.
Nah, it can't be the... Nah. Yeah, what's going on, Haylard?
Where did you find that artifact, Commander?
I told you, I don't remember. I just found it.
Vincent
looks at... Trying to remember.
What the hell do you have in there?
Oh.
What is this?
Where did you come from, Strong Jaw? Here, take a look at it.
He looks at it. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. We'll figure it out.
Central, can you get us a little closer?
Yes, sir. Coming in a little bit tighter. Here. We're getting a bit of a visual here.
Collins to Jansen.
Yes, Captain?
I've got your visuals here. Keep comms open.
Of course.
Looks like something on the surface. It's lit.
What is that?
What is that?
You see that, Haylard?
That looks organic. That could be our first contact with an alien life form.
Central, does this thing have weapons on it?
I have no idea, sir. I just see some lights. Lots of things attached to the ship.
Captain, we got some kind of monster out here.
I see it.
You see it? Yeah.
I mute my
Captain,
comms.
I suggest that we...
another transmission, same as last. Burst it now.
What the hell is that?
I checked my back suit to make sure it's secured and on.
Did you print us some weapons?
Yeah. You know what? Haylard's probably not going to use his, so you could just take his.
Yes, you can take mine. Captain.
Gentlemen, our first contact will not be shooting this thing. Understood?
Captain.
Of course.
Captain, if I may suggest something, I suggest that we...
Yes, Lieutenant.
Broadcast. I suggest that we broadcast the pi, the sequence of pi in binary. If it's it's clearly something intelligent. They would recognize this. They should recognize this code, and we can establish a communication.
Agreed. Good thinking. Make it so.
Yeah.
Teresa,
you're gonna say hi to it, Haylard.
Keep scanning that. See if you can pick anything up. I want
Yes.
any notice. Notify me immediately if your sensors pick up any change in that anomaly.
Very well, Captain. So you want me to land next to this thing?
I mean, is there any way to send in a message first, like Haylard was asking?
Yes, we're sending the message right now. The sequence. It's a recognizable sequence. Any form of intelligence life should be able to pick it up.
Well, I mean,
I suggest that we wait until for some reaction. That should draw their attention.
Does it look intelligent to you? I mean,
Sandshell.
Yes.
Opens up all communications. It's listening in. Nothing yet.
Keep an eye on the thing, see if it changes trajectory or moving in different way or try to turn toward us.
No, it's staying put.
I think you should get out there and welcome it, Haylard. I think you're the man for the job. You're much more approachable than I am.
How big is that thing? Can you get an estimate, Sancha?
Looks to be about 30 meters in length.
You can get us in there, right? You could land us near it. What do you think, Sancho?
Is that your order, sir?
Well, I mean, I think Haylard wants to meet it. First contact. Is that what you're? That's what you're here for, right, Haylard?
Yes, but we need to proceed with caution. This thing, we don't want to appear too aggressive.
Well, I mean, pretty aggressive just sitting out here. I think we should land and go say hi.
We also
Gosh.
put ourselves in a very vulnerable position if this
Hey.
thing is aggressive.
Hey, Captain, you think we should go say hi to this thing?
So far, it's been unresponsive. Proceed
looks-
with caution.
What about you, Vincent?
I'm kind of looking at this thing, and I'm looking at that structure. Yeah, I don't see a match here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I
I know
don't
what
see a
you're saying.
match.
Well, that's why we're. That's
Dealing
why
with
Haylard.
another. So,
That's a very fair point.
It looks like a space fleet. I mean, that's just what it looks like to me. It's,
I would agree with you, Commander. This thing seems to be as much part machine and it is organic, which is interesting.
Can you?
We-
Can you?
Theorize about some sort of this kind of organism.
Does this thing have weapons, Sancho?
I don't see any weapons at all, according to my weight.
Oh, maybe we
There
can,
there does look like there could be some form of. There's a different density within that eye in the front there.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could. You got lights on this vessel, right? We could blind it a little bit if we need
You
to.
think that's an eye?
Well, I look like eyes to me. Like it's it's the only point of. I mean, could be anything.
Exactly, it could be a sensor or something. Just looking at it, I'm just I'm just using my human brain for understanding all this. We're not looking
this
at it
was
as an
a-
alien.
I thought this was his behind.
I mean,
See.
you're the neologist. You tell us.
Can
Does it
you,
look like
can
it's
you,
the ass, or does it look like the mouth?
can
You
you
know,
zoom?
Captain Collins pulls up his exclusive captain menu. I scroll through it quickly, typing furiously. I send instructions to the printer. I'm printing some short-range missiles.
Are you
Does the-
sure that is wise?
Does the manta have weapons?
If they don't need to be used, then that'll be fine. But if I need them, I won't have time to print them.
You understand my directive is to safeguard this ship, Captain.
And that's exactly what I'm doing, Nixos.
If we cause an interstellar war between us and them, I don't
won't
think there would
leave
be
the
anything
crew to
left of
die.
us. I understand your concern, but as far as my protocols are concerned, I am in charge of keeping this ship intact.
All right. And if this turns out to be hostile, then how would we repel it?
May be able to find a different means. Perhaps we should create some EMP charges.
Fine.
That way it won't seem so threatening.
Retask the printers. I don't need any explosive yields on those warheads. Just
Yeah.
EMP charges.
It's getting a little nerve wracking out here. I think we go in. We go say hi. What do you think?
Commander, I suggest that we could try to bring the ship about 60 meters away and stay put for a little while. See if this thing react.
All right, you heard him, Sancho. We'll do it the peaceful way.
Very well. Alrighty. We are landing fairly close. Starts taking it down. And you actually land on something substantial below you. Clamps come down.
Not getting
This thing
scared now,
definitely
are
has a gravity of its own.
you? Yeah,
It's reading 2 Gs out there.
it's not bad.
Well,
Could be sluggish. It already kind of feels like it could be sluggish.
yes,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard to maneuver.
Well, I mean, there's only one way to find out what that thing is to go out there and check it out. Unless you want to sit here for an hour or two.
Vince gets the weapon ready. Ready to go.
Vincent's ready to go. What about you, Haylor? You're not chickening out now, are you?
I think we should go, but I doubt that this weapon is going to do much against that. Maybe keep it sheathed for now.
You know, aim for the eyes or the ass, whatever you think it is.
Maybe just not aim just yet.
Okay.
Vincent latches
I'm not
his
in charge
weapon,
here.
puts it into the belt container on his suit.
All right, Central, you stay with the ship and get ready to get us out of here.
Yes, sir.
Suit it up, everybody. Is you secured? You ready to go?
I make a last check on my vac suit, see that every fitting is all right. It's properly
Copy that,
adjusted.
boss.
All right. Collins, Captain Collins, we're going in.
Roger. Proceed.
All right. Lower the ramp, Central.
Lowering. You feel the flush come out as it decompresses.
All right, Haylor. You want the first step? Momentous occasion.
I think the honor should be yours, Commander.
Nah, you're too generous. I take the first step
It's in the
out.
chain of command.
Take the first step out. All right, boys, let's go check this out.
I stay in the back.
You feel the pressure on your feet pulling you down. Your suit compensates. And you feel still a freedom of movement despite being 2 Gs.
Well, how close do you think we can get to this thing, Haylor, before it think it's going to react at all?
We should try to avoid approaching directly to it. Try to circle around a bit. Maybe get a bit what we assume is its face.
You're the xenologist, my friend. What do you think its face is?
It's got to be that eye up front. It's got to be that.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking as well. It's hard to tell when it's not moving.
Vincent, stay ready. All right, Haylor. You're up. Make first contact. You got this.
Try to stay outside of the range of those tendril. For some
Stay
reason,
back.
this thing doesn't inspire me as advanced intelligence. It might be some kind of space bugs.
Oh, now it's a space bug. Okay.
Haylor, you see that the tendrils are kind of slightly undulating a little.
This thing is definitely alive.
Lieutenant Haylor,
Whatever that
I'm
is.
picking up some motion on your vac suit camera.
Yes, this thing is alive. We're approaching carefully. We're trying to see if it's going to react to us. It doesn't seem to belong to that structure. It is too big and doesn't seem to be the same construction, if you will. Is this thing...
Looks alien to the alien structure, actually.
Yes, and it's definitely organic. It seems in part mechanical as well. Or something... I don't know. There's something weird. It's hard to tell from this distance. I've never seen anything like it.
Focus in. I've
we
seen
see,
some cybernetics before.
I think there's some form of port on top there, sir. Maybe
Yes.
it's an access point.
Think so.
All right. Vincent, go check it out.
Would you think this is a creature or a vehicle?
It could be both.
Could be both.
Vincent, starts up his jetpack on the back. The retro rockets start spewing out gases, making him float slightly above, about 30 meters up. He starts heading towards the very top of the structure.
Should we follow, Commander?
I mean, you're the xenologist. You should definitely be up there.
All right, I'll follow.
Be careful.
It's,
Don't fly away.
it's looking clear so far there, sir.
Vincent, I'm joining you.
Yeah, make your way.
I try to make my way as best as I can.
Teresa, any change?
Cautiously look around the bottom.
Negative, sir. Vincent lands on top of the structure. He looks down and puts his hand down and starts reaching around trying to find a means to open it.
What do you see up there, Vincent?
Looks like a hatch of some form. Yeah, got it here. Looks like a handhold of some form. How many fingers does this thing have?
I don't know.
I have to use both my hands here.
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
Multiple holes in here. Lifty.
Vincent, sir.
Man,
Vincent, sir.
Haylard, get over here. I'm going to need an extra hand here.
I'm coming, sir. If you just like... Then I land next to him. And, sir, if you don't mind, just before we try to open that, since we're on this thing now, and I kneel down, and I take my little like scanning device that I have on my suit, my little tool, and I try to analyze the composition of the thing, see if it's organic, carbon, silicone.
You're detecting a metal, although rates off the scale of anything that has been produced by IEC or anything in your life.
Teresa, capture that info.
I kneel
Start
down
recording
and
it.
Touch the
I haven't seen
tendrils.
anything like that. Like it's a material completely alien to us.
Lieutenant Haylard, we're trying to cross-reference right now with all known allies. Got Teresa working on it.
Teresa's going through it. She's indicating that this is going right off the scale of beyond 115 onwards into starting to read something in the scale of 300 and something as far as it is concerned on the periodic table. Way.
I knock on the thing with my knuckle like that a bit. Try to hear the sound that it made.
I softly kick one of the tendrils.
Making some sort of a thumpy sound. Maybe we
really-
should open up. Give me a
really-
hand here.
It's not really reacting down here, you guys. What do you got?
Yes,
up
sir. I go up Vincent to try to pull on that hatch.
All right. 1 on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. The panel slides open and starts committing itself to a trajectory, opening up inside. You see
What's up there?
motionless. Vincent goes, holy crap, almost shit my pants.
Again? What is it?
Captain, we have
I
contact.
see it too. I
And
see it
raise my
too.
hand.
It
I
jet
see
back
it. It's
up there.
transmitting.
We come from Earth.
Vincent, is it alive?
It's not moving. He takes his hand and puts it down, touches the top of the head of it.
Careful.
It's not showing any form of motion from my touch. It feels kind of rubbery though on the top.
I land with the thud up top. Oh,
Should
what
we
did
go
you
in?
guys find? What do you mean go
Commander.
in?
There's a creature in there.
Yeah, get him out of there. Maybe we'll see what's going on.
Well,
there.
it seemed to be. I don't think we should pull. I don't know. It's
A
not
knock on the
moving.
brain. A knock on his skull.
Tunk, tunk, tunk.
Commander,
Wake
should we go in there?
Can we fit?
Captain.
How much room's in there? Captain, what do you think?
I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this. I'd rather you not go into that. It doesn't look like it's active, whatever it is.
This
Well,
is an
thank you.
opportunity, though, that we humankind never had before.
No,
I don't think it's alive. I think we should just take it back with this. What do you think about that, Captain? Research it a little bit back at the labs.
You've got a better
I would
view of
agree
it,
with
Commander.
that, Captain. I would agree with that, Captain.
Proceed.
Make 𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗥𝗜 happy.
But
Give
we
something
need to
to do.
proceed with caution, and we will also need to quarantine that thing. It could have pathogen that would be very dangerous to us.
Yeah, I'd rather not have it in the ship. We probably have to just have it next to the Vasco da Gama until we're sure that it's not pathogenic, like you say.
The med bay has a containment zone that should be able to protect us, where we could study it nearby with
Agreed.
automated tool.
Nixos, get down to the med bay, the infirmary, pull our quarantine pod, print what you need, be ready for them when they come back.
Yes, sir. He proceeds.
How are we gonna get this beast out of here?
Try not to damage it too much, Commander.
Yes, we want to avoid damaging it.
Yeah, we're not taking the whole ship with us, though.
Want to go ahead and have me yank him out?
I'll
think
up
surgery,
here.
not amputation.
I climb down the hatch. Try to fit in there.
You find enough room to make your way through.
And I start observing the thing, see if it's attached in any way to this seat, or what kind of like body it has.
You note that the suit is humanoid in shape. The head part obviously isn't, but has multiple tendrils coming out from the neck.
This is fascinating.
Well, what do you see, dude?
It's humanoid in shape, but it is completely alien. I think we could take it out. I try to
Unbuckle it. Let's see what happens.
move the seat, turn the seat.
The seat moves slightly to the left and to the right, but does not swivel. It's part of a cockpit
I look at
system.
I approach closer, like, and I pay attention to the eyes. I look like, I put my hand on the skull. I go close to the eyes. I'm fascinated by that thing.
He's totally in love with it, Vincent. Look at him.
You note that the eyes on it are much like lenses that you can see. Very clear, unusually clear, almost synthetic by the looks of it.
Lieutenant
Captain.
𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗥𝗜. Yes,
Captain.
come in.
I'm not sure if this thing is completely natural. There seem to be either like it's improved with cybernetics, or it has been created. I think we definitely need to bring that back and study it.
I'd very much like to take a look at that. I've done some work in cybernetics. I'd like to take a look at it for sure. Try your best not to damage the corpse, whatever this is.
Yes.
Especially that head. I want to take a look at those eyes.
Lieutenant Commander Vincent, could you?
I'll stay here and I will aim my gun at it just in case.
Yeah, why don't you just unbuckle it and we'll pick him up from out here.
All right.
Strapped in still.
I free him from his cockpit chair, and I try to manage the weight as much as I can to lift him up towards so they can pick him up.
Reach in there and slowly pull him up, if possible.
As it's being pulled up, the head dislodges. And you see multiple tendrils pull away from the body part.
What's going on? What do you see, 𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗥𝗜? This thing's falling apart.
The head fell. Like I look at it around, like, on the ground for the head, so I can pick it up.
You do so.
Yeah. It lost its head. Unfortunately, I'm sorry,
Oh,
Captain.
Goodness.
In the process of dislodging this from the seat, we did manage it. We did damage it.
Yank it all the way out and put it on.
Couldn't
the
be
top.
helped. I'm monitoring your video feed from your vac suit. To me, it looked like there was some motion from those tendrils.
I bring the head in front of me and I look for it.
I furiously type on my console on the bridge.
You can
Teresa,
see
I need full medical status on the entire away stream, please. I want it live.
heightened elevation in heart rate, breathing,
Vac suit integrity.
not compromised.
Good.
All right, Heather, why don't you get out of there real quick?
See a back glow from the eyes, as if like from the reflection, almost like a cat's eye in the dark.
I let the head go and I drop it and I say, okay, guys, pull me out of there. I think this thing's moving.
Reach down there. Come on, Heather.
No. Hoist myself out the leaving the head behind.
Are you okay? And that thing's probably worth plenty back on Earth, I tell you.
Would you leave the
I'll
head
go
for?
down there and get it, says Vincent.
Wait, Vincent.
Yeah.
Vincent.
What?
I think there might actually be two organisms.
Heather, you stay up.
And
You stay up here. We'll both go down there.
I don't think this head belonged to that body. I think it's something that attaches itself to it. If you don't want to lose your strong jaw,
Pull out my combat knife and jump down. We'll take care of this, Heather. Watch out.
Yeah, move aside, rookie.
Yeah,
Commander, be careful. We don't know what this
of course.
what this thing can contain.
Just get this back to the ship.
Between the two of you, you lift up the head ensemble with the legs and heave it up over on top of the vehicle. And
Give the ship
Vincent
one,
makes his way out.
and give the ship one last look.
It's to you, it looks to be in low power mode. The lights are all dim down there.
You start
Just a few red lights.
clicking, clacking on buttons just to see if I get something to pop up.
You're bringing it. Makes a odd noise.
All right, get me out of here and let's go back to the ship.
I go
Vince
back to
puts
where
his
the
hand down.
head is.
Pulls you up.
I go take a second look at the head.
They find our escapers.
It's okay, rookie. Didn't chew my head off yet.
All right, Captain, we got 2 organisms. We're gonna head back to the ship after we load them up.
Vince grabs the crab head ensemble, taking it along with him. It's dangles along, little tendrils spewing out from behind it.
All right, first find. Heather. You should be excited.
I look at the Commander
Gonna be
Jensen
famous.
and I'm asking him, Commander Jensen,
Yeah,
can I borrow your knife for an instant?
sure. Hand the knife.
I take the knife, I kneel down, and I try to scratch the surface of this structure.
You put the blade on the structure, making a scritch sound. But that is all.
This thing is fascinating. Just like
You do notice little flecks spark up when you
you see
Scuff
that,
it.
Commander?
Yeah, why don't you
There's
bring
so
some
much
of
we
those
can
flakes
learn
back?
here.
Yeah, why don't you bring some of those flakes back? Maybe we'll get those scanned as well. I mean,
I dust them in like a little compartment I have.
hey, maybe we should get some of that tendril
Put them
too.
back, Bill.
Lois, what do you think?
I was about to go do that. Yes.
You hold on to that knife. You're gonna need it.
Yes.
I'll take the head back into the ship.
I'll take the body, get some of that tendril, and then make this a little quicker.
Yes, I'll head down and try to have a closer look at those tendril.
Take the body back to the
Okay.
mountain.
Tendrils
Take my
look
jet.
to elongate and shorten every once in a while.
I just gently poke it with the tip of the knife just to see if it's going to react.
You poke it and you see it retract a little bit and come back down again. Very jellyfish-like.
I think this thing is still alive.
What's that, Hillard?
This thing is still alive. It seemed to be reacting to the stimuli I applied to it.
Oh, head back after loading the body up on the manta.
Nixos, how are we coming along with that quarantine? Looks like our team's ready to come back.
What the hell is that?
Who knows?
Everything is ready to go, Captain.
All right, stand by.
I'll take the knife and I go at the very tip of the tentacle and I try to cut a little section.
You slice a section off. It falls onto the structure.
All right, get your sushi and let's roll.
Any reaction?
The tentacle retracts back up and then resides back down again.
All right,
you notice a little bit of a red glow happening on the end, and it starts suturing back up.
Have you seen that, Commander?
Never seen nothing before like it in my life. We should contain that though if we're gonna bring it back.
I look at the cut end of the cut piece. If it's suturing in the same way,
it lies dormant.
I take it and bring it to the manta.
Oh, everybody's loaded up. Vincent, you ready to go? Sancho, don't freak out. We got some monster stuff with us. Yeah.
We're all good.
Nixos is waiting for you.
Commander, I think we should refrain from referring to it as monster stuff.
What would you like me to call it? What would you like me to call it?
Alien, Xenos.
Yeah, we got some alien stuff with us. That's what you. Yeah. What? How do you know that they've been called aliens? You know what if you know?
They're alien to us. Alien is a neutral term. It's
is it?
I take a look at my little green alien toy.
I didn't take that glass
in my hand, and then I punch some more commands into my captain's menu.
Fire this thing up, Sancho.
Flamethrower.
In the Vasco da Gama Bridge. Captain, I have brought up the protocols that you had requested. Containment field being readied for the Manta to mount.
Excellent. Patch me through to the Manta.
Affirmative.
Commander Jansen, what's your ETA? You coming in? We're ready for you now.
Coming in hot with a cargo load.
Perfect. I'll meet you. We've got a containment field set up. I've got Nixos working on that. I'll meet you there.
Meet you at the auto dock. Confirmed.
Collins out. I cease the connection and leave the bridge, walking briskly towards the docking bay.
Commander Johnson, once we get off the Manta, it'd be important to follow strict procedure and protocol because we could be our suit will need to be decontaminated, and we are bringing like unknown factor on the ship with those biological entity that we bring aboard.
You're the xenologist. You should know how to do that, right?
I am, but what I'm saying is like everybody needs I need the cooperation of everybody.
Of course, you got our corporation. What do we think? You think we're fools or something? We know
Yeah,
what we're doing.
definitely, boss. We'll make sure we stay in with the in the containment field. Yeah, it'll wrap around the access hatch on the Manta, and we'll be able to just sit it out, ride it out. It'll spray us with all the necessary chemicals, decontaminants, and that sort of thing.
Pick up the alien skull from the ground. What do you think this was, 𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗏?
It seemed to be. I can't wait to. I don't want to advance myself too much. I can't wait to make tests on that thing. But it seemed to be a different entity than the body that we had. So that'd be very interesting to.
You think the ship and the person
confirm
were two different beings?
I think the head that you're holding and the body that we remove from the cockpit are two different beings.
Really? You think this thing's sentient here that I'm holding in my hand? You think this is dead?
That's damn creepy. I tell you, that just gives me shivers whenever I see that.
Pull out my knife and jab it just a bit.
The material separates from the knife, revealing somewhat of a different substance inside. A goo gishes from it.
Commander Jensen,
I throw it to 𝗖𝗘𝗏. Here, it's yours now. It's alive.
I let it go on the ground. I say, Commander Jensen, please try not to contaminate, spread contaminant around more than we need to. If you want to join, when we do this section, you'll be welcome to.
Wow. Sheath my
But we
knife.
don't know
You
what we're
guys
getting
are
at.
poor sports. You found a new creature. You're not even excited. Look at that thing.
This is extremely exciting.
It's just rolling around the cargo bay now.
We're coming up to dock. All righty.
Vincent,
Ease it in.
pilot.
Ease it in. We're coming in there, Captain.
Vincent, grab the skull.
Copy that, Sanchel. I
Opening
stopped by the
the-
replicator to grab the flamethrower that I had printed off, strap it on my back, walk to the area.
Ease it in.
Nixos, ready for docking.
Then do we have a containment container to bring the specimen that we're bringing about?
I tap on my data pad on my
𝗖𝗘𝗏𝗏, yes, Captain. This is Collins. I can confirm we do have the proper containment fields ready and an ion shower for you guys, so we should be fine. We've made the precautions. I've got Nixos on it.
All right. Coming in. Hold on. The craft maneuvers into the docking bay. Slowly eases into a containment container, which reaches up into the ramp area. Locks on to the Manta as it locks in. All right.
I move into the docking
engaging
area.
ramp. And the ramp comes down.
Finally
I
stand
unfasten
up.
my
Ugh.
seatbelt.
Nixos looks. We will not be able to see what is going on until the containment field is realigned and brought down, Captain.
Understood. Crew, stand by.
Of course, Captain.
Standing by, Captain.
Just be a few minutes while the containment field does what it needs to do.
The ramp
Our
comes
back suit will
down
need to,
into
𝗖𝗘𝗏𝗏.
darkness. Little lights emit from down below into the ship cargo hold, which is surrounded by the containment.
What was that, 𝗖𝗘𝗏𝗏? Couldn't hear you over those sounds.
I say we'll need to have our back suit decontaminated as well because we've been in contact with foreign material and a foreign environment.
Yeah, of course. Let's just get this stuff. You know what? What are we gonna do with all these tentacles?
Yeah, let's just
got
move
the
this
alien?
stuff into down below into the ramp there along with us, and it can go ahead and spray all the chemicals on us.
All right.
Yes,
Let me get
we don't
this
want
body.
to. We don't want to have the chemical, the decontaminant, to come in contact with the specimen because that could damage them and impede our research. So we will need to recuperate the container so we can bring them on unmodified to the medical bay.
Yeah, it sounds feasible, right? I mean, just leave the stuff up here while we go ahead and decontaminate ourselves in the chamber below.
Who's gonna
Yes.
bring it to the auto dock?
That's a good question. Maybe we can leave Sanchel here and just
Leave Sanchel here? I don't think so. He's the only
I'll
pilot.
I'll take care of the
Listen, why don't-
specimen.
well,
You
then
take
I'll
care of the
stick around.
specimen.
I'll stick around.
I don't know about this. There should be. You know what? How about one person? Don't we have some robots aboard here? Some that can handle this.
I mean,
Where's-
yeah, we can always use Nixos.
Well, let's use Nixos. He should
All
be
right,
clean, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you have to confirm with Captain.
Captain, hit the data pad.
Roger.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get these specimens to the auto dock without contaminating the ship. What do we use the robots first?
Well, we've got Nixos on the bridge right now. He's monitoring remotely. I can have him come down. You want to use him to move it across?
Well, yeah, we don't want to contaminate the ship, right? And we don't want to. Haler doesn't want to contaminate the aliens.
Would it be easier to just bring the necessary equipment here, and then we're
I don't
already
know.
at our docking station? If we have to get rid of this off the ship, I don't want to have to
think
walk this through hallways. If we have to send this into hard vacuum, and
I'm sure
you
there's.
see what I'm saying, Commander? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm sure that. What do we got? Like a grab lift or something? Some repulsor lift to just put them on there.
No, I
We'll
think-
move easy.
Captain, if I may, I think bringing the
Go
containment
ahead,
equipment
Lieutenant.
nearby would be ideal, so we can lock them into a protective environment before we decontaminate ourselves.
Agreed.
Sanchel perks up. He says, wait. What if we go ahead and close the ramp and have Nixos come into the containment field, have it relock up, then have Nixos come in inside the manta while we go out onto the ramp and have the ramp closed for us to do the decontamination on ourselves.
Essential. It's a good
No.
thing that you are our pilot, because
Yes.
that's a terrible idea, and we're gonna just go with what with Lieutenant Haylard said. You've got that manta powered down now, because I need you back on that
correct,
bridge
sir.
ASAP.
Correct.
Okay, Sanchel, you're out first, followed by the rest of you. We'll send in Nixos to collect the specimens. We've got an ion shower here and some other disinfectants. Take care of you.
Going to get this vac suit off immediately. It's starting to smell in here.
Sancho
My
gets himself
hands.
up and gets himself up and starts to move over to the ramp.
Sanchel, at the bottom of that ramp, you're going to stop. You'll get a full decontamination spray. Then I need you to report to the bridge, please.
Yes,
Understood?
sir. Yes, sir. He punches the ramp behind him. The chemicals come out.
Teresa,
Oh,
I
man,
need you
it is
monitoring
foggy.
for any foreign substances in the atmosphere, please.
Yes, Captain.
Okay, Commander, let's get the rest of you out of there.
All right. Let's go, boys.
Call-ins to Nixos. I need you in loading bay, please.
Step down the loading ramp.
Yes, Commander.
Take an ion shower.
Sancho comes out. Oh, thank goodness. He kind of wipes the visor on his helmet. He starts taking off his vac suit and gets prepared.
I'll stay behind to assist Nixos and make sure the specimen are properly preserved.
Thank
you do
you.
that. Sprays me as Haylard talks.
The fog encompasses your visor, making everything obscure and foggy. Soon enough, it clears away. Lights green go on for your...
I take the helmet off and just throw it in the corner. It's about time. I'll light up a smoke. Oh, yeah. Smells much better out here.
Colin
Come on,
stands holding his a bulky-looking rifle in his hands, watching as the crew gets off the manta.
Sanchel goes, Captain, you won't believe what we found on there. It's crazy. And he heads off to his station.
I know.
Yeah, we found some weird alien stuff, Collins. Some weird alien stuff.
My hand dips into my pocket where I'm holding my little green alien toy. You don't say aliens, huh? Well, let's get to the bottom of this.
There we go there, Captain. Are we ready to go? We're ready for the decontamination. Both me and Haylard.
Roger that.
What do you got there on your back, Collins?
Haylard, you go first.
This? Just a little bit of insurance. Thought you'd appreciate it, Commander. Lieutenant, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead,
Commander Vincent, I'm waiting for Nixos to show up with the container to load up properly the...
All right. Yeah, I'll head on in there.
Yeah, come on, Vincent. Let Haylard stand there.
I'm in there. Nixos shows up. We are ready to commence, Captain.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
Proceed.
pick up
Under
the head, I
direction
look at
from
the hole
Lieutenant Haylard. Yep.
I pick up the head, I look at the little hole that Jensen made, and shake off my head. I approach the little container that Nixos brought, put it in, get it back up, put the tendril in.
We got our own containment unit out here, huh, Collins? With that flame.
Is that all the items, Haylard?
We had a body as well.
That can be broughtable.
Sorry?
That can be brought in as well. We do have enough room in this box.
Yes, yes. We have a box for the body as well, but you'll need to help me to move it, please.
Affirmative. Nixos moves in, floating in the air. His arm comes out and folds out. He starts manipulating the body and picks it up. Takes it into the box.
All right. Can we bring those? We now both need to be decontaminated, obviously. And then we need to bring those to Med Bay.
That's right.
I guess the outside of those boxes need to be decontaminated as well, now that they're vacuum sealed.
Correct.
So let us proceed.
That's right, Haylard. Yes. Yep.
Good. Let's get it moving.
Once you get
decontaminated,
you can get out of that back suit.
Yes.
You should be fine.
Oh, you know what?
Nixos maneuvers around, maneuvering the box around. Are you coming, Haylard?
Yes, I'm right behind you.
Affirmative.
Lieutenant Commander Vincent, can you follow them along too? I think you have some training on this xenology. I'd like you to assist.
Suddenly, there is a impact inside the containment shield.
Whoa. What the hell was that?
Haylard, you feel your body compress from some form of pressure. The whole thing in front of you, the fog, goes into a little firestorm before your very eyes.
Captain, I think something's happening.
What's going on in there?
I don't know. My back suit.
You hear alarm, Captain Collins.
Nixos, get him. Nixos, get Haylard out of there now.
Affirmative.
I shrug off the fuel tank for the flamethrower and pass it to Commander Jensen.
Take it. I got your back, Collins.
I then walk towards where the containment field is with Haylard and Nixos. Haylard, can you hear me?
Captain, I'm not sure what's happening. I think I have like a vac suit malfunction. I'm not sure what's happening. Like
I don't have
in
any
the fog,
alerts on your vac suit.
I'm
There's something
getting
wrong.
dressed. Something
I
is
don't
wrong,
see any
Captain.
alerts.
You don't have those little flakes on you, do you?
In the vicinity of Captain Collins' view, you see inside the containment area, which the door has dropped down, Nixos is standing steady, the box, and you see the seared innards from a form of flame that occurred during the decontamination. Nixos turns to you, looking a little charred, but still very, very functional, and says, I think we are okay, Captain. Turns over to 𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗥𝗜. How do you feel?
My heart is pounding. What happened?
There was an explosion with the chemicals. There was some form of ignition that occurred. We need to investigate further. The box, sir. Nixos goes ahead and pulls up the contamination box. The contents fall down. You notice the bottom of the box where he lifts off has a large 2-foot diameter circle burned into the bulkhead, revealing the plating below and the under
Captain, we have a
HVAC below.
serious problem.
What's going on?
What do you mean,
over there?
𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗏?
The box that contained the specimen, it broke in a way that shouldn't. Like there's a big hole in the bottom, and a big
mean
hole in the ship under
Big
the box
hole.
where the box.
Which specimen was it?
Captain, I think we have an emergency. There's a specimen that is loose on the ship.
Collins to
Something-
Teresa,
I
come
can't
in.
explain it.
Yes, Commander.
Ship-wide alert.
Yes, Captain.
I need a full scan. Any of the subdecks underneath where we are in the Manta Bay. We've got something that's compromised the floor here, perhaps into some of the other subpanels. I need a full scan ASAP. It's something, any
Affirmative.
motion, anything like that. Heat, definitely heat. Something burned through a containment field. Nixos.
I detect some form of movement underneath the bulkheads in the cargo bay. It is
Send that to
moving
our
along.
devices. Send that to my device and Commander Jansen. Commander Jansen,
Yes.
you've got a flamethrower there. You know how to use it.
You sure you don't need it, sir? I got a laser pistol here. I'm more competent with that.
All right, give it back to
Nick-
me.
Nixos moves the box and manipulates it. It scans in. Captain, there is the body in here, and I do see the remains of the head part.
Wait,
Was it the
Nixos, you say
tentacle
that the
𝗖𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗏?
two specimens are still in the box? There was
Correct.
a hole burned through, but there's no... Teresa, what movement? Show me again where the movement is on the deck.
The indicator shows a object moving along very fast along in the ducts.
Hold on. 𝗖𝗘𝗏𝗧𝗏, what specimen got free? The tentacle? The one that
Neither.
can regrow? What do
No,
you mean? There's a head, there's a skull, and there's some tentacle.
It sounds like there was something else, some third entity that was in there. Because if you still have
Maybe
the
something
head
that
there, 𝗖𝗘𝗏𝗧𝗏, and you still have the body, then something
Could have
else
been
is
something
moving
that
in
was-
our ship.
Nixos' arm manipulates into the box and pulls up the headpiece. It is floppy.
This
That's
is exactly what I was
Something
afraid
that was
of.
inside the head. So there was like a unseen. I didn't think it would like go through our box like that.
There's nothing. There's no.
This is
Don't
worrying.
worry
Nick-
about it, Lieutenant. There's no way you
Nixos
could have known.
speaks up.
Get out of there.
My
First of all, 𝗖𝗘𝗏𝗧𝗏,
assessment
get out
of the
containment.
containment area shows that there is a burn hole that has occurred, possibly by a plasma form of cutting device.
Collins, how about you approve some serious weaponry here? This is out of control. I told you. Little laser pistols is not going to do nothing. We need some
I authorized what you printed before. Let's start with that. If you need something else, you just send it to the replicator. I'll clear it through. Collins to bridge. Sanchel, come in.
Yes, sir.
We have some unknown organism on the loose. I want you to lock the bridge.
He
Lock
says
the
in a foreign language.
bridge. If you don't hear from us in a while, you're going to have to get us away from this thing and then send a message back to Earth.
Affirmative, Captain. I will do so right now.
Commander, need a plan of attack here. Get after this thing. I'm not comfortable
we
with
need to
it
get
running
Haylard out
around
of
my
the
ship.
containment unit immediately. Haylard, out of the unit now. We're going to need your expertise
Yes,
to track it down.
Yes, Commander. Commander, may I suggest that you get back in your vac suit and
Throw my sticker out and pick up my helmet.
Captain,
Snap it back on.
it might be a good idea that everybody suits up.
Lieutenant, I think that's a good idea. Sanchel, put that suit on.
Put a
Hey,
fresh
walk
option.
over to the,
I do not have a suit, sir. I'm going to have one brought up to me.
Nixos, take a vac suit, the one that Sanchel took off there. Take that back up to the bridge.
Affirmative.
Vincent,
Nixos
back in
proceeds.
your suit. I have one printed that you guys printed for me before you left. So I walk over to the replicator and quickly put that on.
I draw my little pistol that Jensen forced me to carry.
Told you you're going to need it, Haylard.
I
Well, I say you just point and you see a little trigger right there. You just squeeze it a bunch of times when you need to shoot something. That's all you do. No, press the little red button too first.
It's dangerous for the integrity of the ship.
No, we should be okay. Our
this
bulkheads are pretty strong.
Yeah, this is starship plating. It's not going to damage a ship this size.
Captain walks back into the Manta Bay where the other members of the crew are.
What about
Okay.
this thing that what do we know? Like this is about
Well,
this
this is
beyond
what we
my
know.
knowledge.
No,
This
there's
thing
a
can-
hole in the
thing-
ground. There's a hole in the ground. That's where we start with. We can clearly go right through it. It's big
Come on,
enough.
Justin, you're the
Yeah.
military expert. Or
That's what I'm
military
saying.
expert
It
on
went through this hole
expedition.
right here. Let's start with
What-
that.
What could make a hole like that? You say our bulkhead are pretty
Alien.
strong. The laser wouldn't go through.
No,
kind
it
of thing-
wouldn't. There's a
thing's-
power level that would have done that for the size of this motion. It's not something we've seen before. Teresa, is that foreign object still moving?
The foreign object is continuing along the bulkhead lines near the fuel cells.
Oh,
It is
great.
now approaching the second floor through the analytic converter conduction passages, and now it is proceeding through the air ducts.
Can we
air
try
ducts.
to seal it in one space? Is it just gonna blast?
It's
through?
just gonna go through it. I mean, let's start heading towards the air ducts. We can't go through the air ducts.
Maybe
Not in vac suits. We can't.
no.
No.
We won't fit.
Give us one more update there where it's heading. Because if it's in the air ducts, I thought it was going towards the fuel cells, but clearly it sounds like it doesn't know where it's going.
It is approximately
Wait.
30 meters away from your current location in the floor above.
I
It's going
look
to the
up.
fuel cell. Do you
Slowly
think it's
look
after
up.
the fuel cell?
I slowly look
You
up.
think it's after
with my
us?
pistol. It's after something.
If this thing, like the head that we had, became floppy once this thing came out,
Well, maybe the thing was inside that skull.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I don't think I want that thing inside my skull.
Well, that's why we got the vac suits on,
Well,
buddy.
none of us want that, Lieutenant. Commander, lead the way.
No,
Haylard,
they're above us.
Vincent, Haylard, follow the
Yes,
commander.
yes.
Vincent, you're with
Yeah,
me.
boss. Alrighty, sir. Lock and
All right,
load.
let's get this thing. I light the pilot on the flamethrower.
Where do we go? It's above us, you guys. It's everywhere.
We have to get to the
Teresa,
upper deck. Let's go to the deck above.
Yes.
We-
Teresa,
we-
can you keep informing us?
Yeah,
on the
send it-
updates on this thing?
updates
Send it
every
to
30
our
seconds.
our
Free.
PDAs here on our vac suit. You can track it on our data. You give us live updates. Collins to Sanchel, you have that vac suit on yet?
Yes, sir. Nixels is on his way down once again.
All right, seal that
Teresa,
blast door on the bridge.
Sir,
Collins. Oh,
this is Teresa.
Go ahead.
The intruder is now in the area of the hyperprint.
We
Let's
can't
just-
let
There,
it
I have
do
detected a large heat signature from the floor in that area.
that's not far away, you guys. Let's rush over there.
to the hyperprint room now on the double.
Go.
Let's run.
Let's go.
I'll follow you. Like I
Stay
Vincent,
behind me,
Heather.
Lieutenant.
Vincent heads on, like holds staff. Yes, sir.
Let's go quick.
Rush over
Moving
there
on.
with the rest of the men.
I nod to Commander as we get, Jansen as we get to the door. Do it.
Stay frosty, my friends. Kick the door open and with my pistol drawn. What's going
Opens
on
up.
here?
You can see smoke in the vicinity.
Teresa, venting. Vent the atmosphere in hyperprint.
You feel a rush come back from behind you. The smoke clears.
The pilot
Slowly
light on my
step in.
on my flamethrower goes out. No oxygen here to keep it lit.
maybe if we don't even know if this thing needs atmosphere to live
I would just suggest that it doesn't, because you
because we brought it from
you
the
retrieved
outside.
it through hard vacuum.
I step in slowly with my weapon drawn, looking for anything.
Because if we could
And
bring
bring
it
us
to
to
our
the-
airlock or something like that.
Over
Definitely
to
want
the
it off the
one
ship.
side of the hyperprint, Commander Jansen notices a hole in the floor.
Oh, looks like another hole, boys. I don't know what this thing's up to. What's the integrity of the ship right now, Teresa?
The ship outer layer is totally intact. We have no breaches on the outside. All damage to the floors and wall systems are within the bounds of the ship.
We won't be able to follow that thing if this thing keep going through floors.
I walk over to the printer.
Nixos shows
make
up.
sure it's okay.
Captain, I have delivered the suit to the commander.
Nixos, are you getting can you get updates from Teresa on the location of this creature this Xeno that's tearing its way through our flooring?
Affirmative. It is
Nixos.
in the corner of the hyperprint area. Do you wish me to proceed?
I look
What do you
over
mean?
at the
In the
commander.
corner?
Oh, so the truth is that the hole is where it came from, not not where it's going.
Wait,
We need to
is it in a room with
immobilize
us?
it.
With
It's
what?
in the room with
Nixos.
us. Can
You
we
have
lock
a
the
clear-
door? Sorry, Captain.
Yes, Lieutenant. Nixos, you've got a location on this? You have a good
Yes, Captain.
okay.
It is
Engage.
over in the corner, hiding.
Ah,
Affirmative.
it's
I will
high.
proceed.
Nixos, halt. Wait, stop.
Stops. Yes, Captain.
Commander, it's hiding. Could it just be that it's scared? We're assuming it's hostile. Lieutenant,
What do you think,
It is-
Haylard?
Haylard.
It's your pet.
It could be like a scared animal. That is very true. But we also have to consider this a serious threat to our ship with this level of power.
Yeah, why don't you print out a flower and bring it to it? See see how it feels, my friend. Printer's right there.
I think caution would advise that we treat it as hostile for the moment.
So we should shoot it.
Nixos, immobilize that creature. Lethal
Yes,
force
Captain.
authorized.
Yes, Captain. Nixos proceeds over to the corner, starts scanning the air. Suddenly, a searing bright flash occurs in front of Nixos. Nixos gets jutted backwards and turns around. Its eye has been seared by some form of beam. Captain, I cannot see with my current situation. May I go in for repairs?
Nixos, withdraw. Commander, I've seen enough. Open fire.
Just start blasting it.
Therese, I need oxygen back in the hyperprint.
The shots go firing. Roll.
I'm hiding behind the printer. Staying cover.
As atmosphere
Things
comes back
go
in.
exploding in the in left and right of the containers and other debris, shooting holes into the bulkhead. Teresa perks up. Captain, there is damage in the printing area.
I'm
It
well
is
aware, Teresa.
increasing.
Not now. Not now. As I light up the flamethrower and bathe the whole corner in fire.
Yeah. There you go.
You hear
Captain.
scream.
I just keep that flame, that liquid fire pouring into the corner.
Come on, Larry, get some of this.
Vincent,
action.
why are you standing around? Get in on this.
He's like, medic, okay. Fires away.
Okay, ceasefire, ceasefire.
What's that? I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Captain Collins.
Ceasefire, Commander.
Oh, okay.
Sizzle, sizzle.
I peek over my hiding spot, trying to see what's happening.
Taylor, what are you doing over there? Come on.
Gaylord,
Come on.
come over here. Take a look, see. You can see that alien mood. You're our resident expert on things that we've never seen before, ever in humanity's history. Please come and take
That
a
is
look.
true, Captain. But like, this seems like a military situation at this point. I'll go have a look. Hopefully, we can recover the body and study it. It
Commander,
would have been
cover.
nice to have a live specimen.
Yeah,
A mass
true.
of debris
up.
before you. The containment areas massively destroyed, damaged beyond all recognition, with some of the fire, some of the items melted.
I approach.
Commander, go
carefully.
help. Commander, help Haylard there. Just make sure.
Help
I
Haylard?
don't want any.
Haylard,
Sure.
I don't want
got
any
it.
in the
casualties
vicinity,
here.
you see in the corner this before a opening on the floor. It's propped up on several legs.
Is it a monster now, Haylard, or is it still an alien?
Captain, this thing is still alive. And I
Commander,
turn. I
blast
step
it.
back. I step back.
What do you mean? Get back here! Shoot this thing!
The creature makes a dive for the hole. Roll.
It's gonna get away. Get it.
You see a piece of it get shot up as it dives into the hole.
I shoot
got
my
away.
pistol in the hole, like way
What?
too late.
These pistols aren't going to cut it, okay? Collins, we're getting something serious to stop this.
You're probably right. I walk to the controls of the printer, punch in new authorization codes. All right, Commander. Nothing that can breach the hull. Got it?
Of course. I was actually thinking, no, flamethrower probably is not going to stop this thing. We got some kind of ice cold weapon, something to freeze it. Maybe that's the ticket. And kind of environmental weapons. What do we got here? Oh, man. Ooh.
Haylard, can you check that hole? It looks like
Yes.
there might be something that that creature left.
I bring up any schematics for any kind of cold weapons, anything that can freeze something.
I approach the hole. I
The
inspect
multi-tool
the-
system would be perfect for this occasion.
Hey, Collins, come check this out. A couple of multi-tools. Hey, there you go, Haylard. You could use this easily. And it's not even, it's not going to kill your little friend there.
All right, print 4 of them while we still have power and
Of course.
all of our systems working.
Tap in the key command. Print.
I walk over to Haylard.
Starts printing.
I'm
You
leaning
got a pretty
over,
good
like,
look
the
at that
hole.
thing?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm looking at, Captain.
I walk
The
over to the hole.
monster.
I walk over to the hole and crouch down.
It seemed yes.
You hear the echo of its feet becoming more fainter and fainter.
As the weapons print out, I start handing them to everybody.
Shh.
I drop the flamethrower and pick the multi-tool up.
I still leaning over the hole. I'm looking at the edge of the hole, trying to figure out like what could cut that like that in that speed.
Well, that's what we're here to find out. Turn the safety off my gun, turn the dial, set it to some kind of freezing setting, and I kind of just jump down the hole.
Examining the
Darkness.
edges of the hole and
Click
It's
on the light
melting.
on my helmet.
It
Yes.
emits a beam showing you the shaft down below. The area is confined, but looks to be able to slightly maneuver you and your suit down below.
All right, Collins, I'm down below. Does anybody want to join me? Feel free.
Vincent, go ahead. Haylard, you're with me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Captain. I go
Vincent
pick up one of
pops down.
those to try to figure out how to work it.
I move
Captain,
cautiously.
Yes.
I didn't have any training on those. You know, I've been like a late addition to the mission.
I understand. It's more just worst case planning, Lieutenant. You can just sling that over your shoulder for now. I'm not asking you to use it. But if it really came down to it, I turn the weapon over. Here's where the safety is. Here's the trigger. You point, turn the safety off, engage. Got it?
I'll do. I'll stay vigilant.
All right.
So where do you think it is, buddy?
I don't know, but stay frosty for an 8 Teresa. Can we get a motion update on this thing?
Yes. Confirming that the location of the intruder is now crawling up above one more floor. It is in the upper ceiling decks, in the inner chambers, in the HVAC system.
The HVAC system. Hey, Collins, it's up above again. You're gonna have to track it on your level. We're down here in these narrow corridors.
Well, do what you can to catch up to it. If whatever you can.
Of course.
I'm going to take Haylard and back down to the Manta Bay. I want to take a look at these, whatever this creature left behind. Maybe there's some clues there. We got out of there in a hurry. I'd like to go back.
All right, I'll keep you updated. Make sure you teach Haylard how to use that. By the way, he's a kind of a rookie.
Yeah, he's got the basics.
Excellent.
Collins to Sanchel.
Yes, sir.
Any change outside? You look at those viewports. Is there any change on either of the vessels that are out there?
Negative. Only the one indicator showing the location of the alien craft. The sensors are not picking up anything on this huge structure other than the gravity well that it is creating.
Okay. Lieutenant Haylard, maybe we should
Yes,
go and
Captain.
take a look at the body and the head of where this thing vacated, just to see if can maybe get some kind of analysis.
Yes, we didn't have
DNA
a
trace
time
or
to-
anything like that. Let's go see it. We may be using ineffective tools for the job.
I'm
If we
afraid
can
that we
examine
are.
Yeah.
If this thing, the craft in which we took this thing was abandoned and seemed to have been for a while. Now I think we can assume that this thing is what killed the passenger of the craft.
Like it's a parasite. Well, let's go take a look. We might be able to suss
Yes.
that out.
Yes,
walk
Captain.
walk out
Right on
the hyperprint room and down to the Manta Bay where the samples were discarded by Nixus.
I go
In
to
the
the
meantime, all right. Don't see anything over here, boss.
No, let's
Okay.
make our way up.
Let's
Let's make our way
proceed.
up. Yeah, we're gonna go up, check the next floor.
Ahead, you see a access hatch, a ladder reaching up towards it.
You just watch me. I'm gonna turn it with my hands and start climbing up it.
It opens with ease. You proceed.
All right, Vincent, let's go.
All right, boss. I'll check our 6.
Of course. Just climb up.
Above, darkness once again lit by your headlight. See,
Just investigate
straight
around.
down several different corridors in this direction. Several areas to
All
explore.
right, Teresa, give us an update. So which direction we need to head?
It is over to the left of your location where you are looking.
All right, Vincent, we're
It
going
is
left.
about 10 meters down and then 3 meters to the right.
This thing's all over the place. Let's just keep going. Come on, Vincent.
Alrighty. Man. He comes up through the hatch area, looks around, gets himself up, holds the rifle in his hand.
Hey, you know what I'm thinking, Vincent?
Oh, what's that?
I'm thinking I'd take this vac suit off. I think I want someone's head. You got my back. Right?
Yeah, I ain't taking off mine. That's for sure.
You got my
I don't
back,
want-
right?
Oh
You
yeah,
got my back, right?
Oh yeah. Let's
know what?
proceed.
Hold on. I'm gonna take off my helmet of my vac suit. There's still air in here. Still oxygen. We can breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take it off. And I
Okay.
just stand there waiting for Teresa to give me another update in 30 seconds while Captain Collins is exploring the Manta.
I walk into the Manta Bay, turn back to Lieutenant Haylard.
Yes.
Well, we had best intentions of keeping this in a containment field, but I think that ship has sailed. Let's get these samples over to Medbay where we have more testing materials and can maybe run it through some tests. What do you say?
I say, Captain, it might be the best shot we have. I don't know what else we can do. Like, all our containment effort meant nothing
It's
for
failed.
that thing.
Yeah, went right through it like it was paper. Even I reached where the body is and hook my hands underneath its arms, start
And I go
dragging
to the
it.
head.
Behind
I
you,
looked up
you
the
hear
head.
Nixos approach.
Nixos,
Captain,
you've-
I have done my repairs.
excellent. We need you to help Commander Jansen and Lieutenant Commander Vincent. They're trying to track down this creature that damaged you earlier. They're in the decks
Analyzing
above.
their location. I have found their location. I will proceed as quickly as I possibly can.
Collins to Jansen.
This is Jansen over.
I got Nixos coming back towards you to assist.
Sounds good. Could use some backup over here.
Haylard and I are on our way to Medbay. We'll be there shortly.
All right, I'll catch you in auto dock when I can.
Captain, I had a theory that this head and the body were different organism.
Yes,
And
let's test that out.
do-
We should be able
based
to
on the
find
way
that
that
out.
yes, I can do like some hyper sequencing of the genetic code of the two organism, and maybe
With
it's
a
gonna
grunt,
tell you us more.
With a grunt, I heave the body up on one of the examination tables in the auto dock room.
Auto dock.
I step out of the way so Haylard has room to work.
Take the sample. I use my little tool there. I cut a little piece of the body, put it in the machine for spectral analysis. Do the same with the head. I turn
While
back
he's
to
doing
the,
this.
the captain.
Scanning device goes on. Starts scanning. Starts reading off a bunch of numbers and everything on the display boards. It's doing a countdown
My theory, Captain, was based
4
on the fact
minutes.
that
for analysis to be complete.
the head it came out so easily, so it seemed to be two organisms different. But maybe it's this other thing that severed the head of the body.
It could be.
So I don't know.
I'm holding a little green alien toy in one hand as the scan is going through its thing. I keep looking down at this alien.
I look at the alien and say, if only thing were that simple.
Yeah. I put the green alien back in my pocket.
Well, sir, no movement yet. Teresa perks up.
What do you got, Teresa?
Johnson, the intruder is now on the move. It is proceeding away from your location.
Really? I guess it doesn't want to eat brains
Down the
after all.
corridor.
What level? Is it on our level?
It is still on your level. It will have the chance in order to go down a shaft into the second as well as the basement level.
Put my helmet back on. Let's hurry up, Vincent. Maybe we can get it before it goes down further.
Alrighty, man.
Let's
No, I ain't
Come
no
on.
soldier, man. But
Come on,
you know,
farm boy.
I've had my minor beef with combat. I'm just a medic, man.
Listen, there's a dial in there. It's turn it till it's blue, and that's the cryo fuel. All right. It's gonna
yeah,
freeze
okay.
things. It's gonna freeze things. Okay.
Yeah, I got that. It's no problem.
Put
You
out a
know,
fire-
this science stuff, it's nothing
You
to
put
me,
out a
man.
fire before, right? Same thing. It
Yeah,
freezes things.
yeah.
That's it. You know what? Give me
Follow
the gun.
you, man.
Give me the gun. Like, turn
Jeez,
the gun and switch it up. Turn on the cryo blasting and give it back to him.
All
You
right,
good.
boss.
You ready?
I was born ready.
Okay, I mean, look at that jaw. Of course you were. Let's go.
Yeah.
We head out.
Let's continue on down the corridor. Suddenly, Teresa perks out. Commander,
Yes.
there is a discrepancy. I am seeing 2 intruders currently right now.
Where's the other intruder?
It appears to be going underneath your location.
I back up immediately. Point the gun down.
I don't see
Vincent?
anything here but the HVAC floors here, man. That's it.
Teresa said there's Collins. I hit my data pad. There's 2 intruders now. I think this thing can split.
What? I turned to
Yeah.
Haylard. This thing is, it's replicating itself?
It is something that could be theoretically possible. Like we have organism, like microorganism, usually like on the cellular level, that can do that.
Mm-hmm.
An organism of that level of power and of that size doing that would be like quite unusual.
This
It's not out of the question, out of the realm of possibility. Captain,
yes.
I could run. I could test like different stimuli to the sample that we have here, like try to expose them to extreme heat and cold and see how they react. Maybe
Good idea.
if one of those are from because the skin of the head that we have now could also be some kind of shedding mechanism.
Yes, it could. And it
So
did
maybe
those in your video when you were over there from your vac suit cameras. I could see that the eyes of that organism looked more mechanical than they did organic. Could be that it's a mix of biological and cybernetic.
I look at the head where the eyes were.
The skin and flesh is misshapen from any form of stability, as if the skeleton has been utterly removed.
Any eyes that had were gone now. So
But that sounds more like it's
Displays
two organisms.
start showing the results of the analysis, indicating a synthetic yet biosynthetic material.
is that a weapon?
It's a biosynthetic material. Hey, keep running your tests. I have to do something. I walk over to the closest wall panel. I punch in a code to bring up my captain's menu, and I send the results of this auto dock analysis via tight beam back to a coordinate towards Earth. So I'm typing away at it.
Sending.
Haylard, we need to keep this information flowing back to Earth. There's a real threat here, and we don't want the next people coming in to come right into it unprepared.
Captain,
Absolutely.
after the analysis, this is showing some indications that this has been a engineered skin.
the whole thing is cybernetic.
What about the result for the body, Teresa?
The result is exactly what I say. It is also a synthetic-made machine.
So
Somewhat.
the two is the same organism. The two concord.
Negative. One is slightly different. It is showing that, yes, your initial analysis is indicating that, yes, they are two separate organisms.
That head thing divided
And both
again?
synthetic.
Wait a second. If they're
Sir.
cybernetic, maybe we could just knock them out with an EMP. Of course, we'd be helpless too, but
I am seeing
Would be
one of the
effects.
intruders closing in on the bridge. The other
Sancho.
organism is down below, underneath, a location of Lieutenant Commander Jansen.
Commander Jansen, you've got company right below you. The other bogey is heading right towards the bridge. Haylard and I are going to try to intercept. Sancho, something's coming towards you. You got that blast door closed, correct?
Yes, sir. Suddenly, static.
I start running.
Yeah. I look over at Haylard. Let's go.
I take my multi-tool, take it in hand. I look at the safety, living around for now, but like nervous to use that thing.
All right, boss. What do we do here?
Well, I think we hit up.
I'm showing a hot spot right here, man.
Yeah, I see it too, but we can't blast through this thing with these multi-tools. Might have to head towards the bridge if it doesn't want to show its ugly face to us.
Oh, wait a second. Below you,
What's that?
on the floor, you see sizzling spot.
Back
Suddenly
up, back up,
opens
back up.
up.
Back up and hide
Smoke
for a
starts
second.
filling the area.
Back up and hide for a second, Vincent.
Yeah.
When it pokes its
You
head
s-
up, we're gonna blast it.
You see the floor, a circular cut starts coming across, as if it's a plasma torch.
Take different angles on the beat.
Kaboom, punk.
Get ready to blast it with cryo fuel to freeze it if it pops up.
Nothing's popping up there, boss. You
Give it a
want to
second.
look down, or
You want to look down the hole of the monster? Is that
yeah.
your
Oh,
prerogative?
well, I'm gonna shoot the bloody thing. If maybe we should give it a blast first.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. Why don't you just wait until it pops up?
It's not popping up there, boss.
All right, shoot the damn thing then.
He proceeds. A bright fog happens. Cryo everywhere. Starts freezing the sides of the HVAC.
Start tracking any movement.
It is moving. It is moving away from your location.
Oh, I like the sound of that, Teresa. Hit Captain Collins. That Chiroblast, I don't think it likes it very much. Why don't you give it a shot?
Running, you can hear my breath a little labored as I run through the corridors towards the bridge. We got a problem at the bridge, Vincent. We got a problem at the bridge.
All right,
I
Vincent. Hey, that was a good
Dial
job.
the cryo setting on the multi-tool. I look back, but there's no time. I can't explain it to Haylard as I run down towards the bridge.
Come on,
I
Vincent.
see what the captain is doing. I look at my multi-tool trying to run. I have no idea how to work that thing. I keep running.
Vincent and I head towards the bridge.
Meet us at the bridge. Make sure Nixos is with you.
Come on, Nixos.
Yes, Lieutenant Commander. The bridge.
I rush up to where the blast door should be.
It is firm, but it analyzes your face. Gives you access. Locks. Unlocks.
I look over to Haylard. Ready? Commander, where are you?
We're almost
Center.
there, right around the corner.
Okay, opening the bridge now.
It opens. You see fog amongst the panels before you.
Sancho, come in. Sancho. I
Slowly get in.
swing the rifle around, covering the bridge, looking at the pilot's seat. Sanchel.
I go look for Sanchez as well.
The bridge is empty. However, there is a hole on the floor.
Arrive
Round
at the bridge.
circular.
Arrive with Vincent at the bridge. What's going on, you guys?
Teresa, I need vitals for where Lieutenant Commander Sanchel.
Commander Jensen.
What's that, Hillard?
I think we lost Sanchez.
I am getting confusing reports, Captain. There is a indication that the intruder is in the inner HVAC system below the bridge.
I lean down the hole.
What about Sanchez?
As
No
you
Sanchel
lean,
there. We can't see
as
it.
you lean down the hole, Captain. Down below, that is. The eyes start glowing and looking at you. Going brighter.
I whip my head back and then in alarm fire blindly into the hole.
A searing bolt goes by, just nearly missing you.
As I see that, like, I raise my gun, aiming at the wolf. Captain!
There's Commander, it's in there. It's in there. I move around to try to get an angle on it, keeping an eye on where the that ray of energy has blasted a hole through the bridge view screens.
Vincent, go help the captain, Vincent. Teresa, what are these suits rated for?
Yeah.
What temperature are these
Commander.
suits rated for?
These
Hillary?
suits are rated to 300 degrees Celsius.
Let's freeze this ship out. Maybe it'll put these things back in sleep.
Do whatever you're gonna do. Do it quick. As I
Initializing, Captain,
shove the
do you have
rifle down and
confirmation?
shoot again.
Very well. Shutting down all life support systems in order to initiate your last command.
Everyone's got their back suits on, I hope.
Yep. Back
You
on.
start feeling the shaking of the ship. Soon, you see the frost start gathering up onto various parts of the windows and the portals.
I investigate the surrounding
Crystallization
areas.
occurring.
I move closer to the captain, just a little behind him.
Stay frosty looking around. There's another
Look
one somewhere.
down. Try to peek down again to see if the thing is still there after I blasted that hole.
I think I see some movement up ahead there, sir.
Where do you
Up
see
ahead.
it? Down where at? Coming up from the bridge? Oh, it's just on. Holy.
Sorry.
What is that thing?
You see the eyes on it glowing in a similar fashion.
Away.
It fires to your direction.
I jump behind a computer console.
The beam streaks across and starts cutting into the side of the bulkheads. A big scorch occurs. Lots of smoke in the area, fogging up the entire
The hell is this thing, you guys?
debris everywhere, bouncing around in the aimless air that no longer exists. The vacuum.
Captain, should we evacuate to the Manta?
Can't fight here. It's too close quarters. Everybody out. Regroup at the Manta.
Are you gonna make it through the bridge? The thing's right there. There's two of them now.
Just keep moving. I turn around with my rifle and fire again at this thing that just shot at us.
I'm already running through the door.
I'll wait till everybody's out and try to hit it with another cryo blast.
Frost occurs around the entire circle of the burn area.
Commander, get him to the manta.
Come on,
I take
you
a
guys.
step back. Keep shooting. I keep firing this into the area.
The hole becomes smaller and smaller as it becomes encrusted with ice.
I keep running toward the manta.
Come on, Vincent, you two, get out.
Yes, sir. Coming. He follows him behind.
I stay back with the captain for a moment. Any
Get going.
effectiveness? Are you
Yeah,
sure?
I got this. I said, I got this.
Okay. I start
I
following.
step
Taylor.
out from
Right.
the bridge, slam the blast door closed. As it starts to close, I keep my rifle trained in the room as it's closing.
It closes.
We're heading to the
Teresa.
manta now.
Teresa, do you have any reading on Jensen? On Sanchez?
I am seeing 2 readings on intruders. That is all.
Listen, don't worry about Central around. Worry about yourself. Get to that manta. Teresa, does this thing have Wait, where are we gonna escape to? What are you talking about, Haylard?
No. Commander, it's just
Yes,
we've got more room to maneuver down there. We've got no room up here.
All right.
Set up some defensive.
You just locked yourself in there, though.
No, I'm just outside the bridge.
Okay, we'll get on here too.
Jansen,
Instead of
there is a object coming towards you. The intruder is above. Suddenly, Vincent has something cling onto the back of him. It starts crawling over top of his head.
You got something on you, Vincent.
It starts pulling away his helmet. He's like, no! Crack, crack, crack. You see him decompress.
I throw my weapon onto the ground and charge into Vincent with my knife drawn now. Stab the thing in the back of his head.
Roll.
Eight.
The knife enters in. The eyes on the thing start glowing.
Oh shit! Jump out of the way and leave my knife embedded into its skull.
It blasts away. It scorches way past you. You feel the heat as it goes by your head.
Haylard, get over here! I charge into the thing, trying to throw it to the ground.
Roll.
Seven.
Your hand-to-hand combat comes in handy as you go ahead and manipulate around the creature.
I'm trying to pin it. Come over here, Haylard. What are you doing?
It's maneuvering around. The 2 eyes are looking around like this, and its beams go up, start searing around. It has no bearing on you, of course.
I go to the wall. I grab like those cable that we used to like towing cable, and I try to figure out a place to tie one on me, on my vac suit, and then I go
You
to
accomplish it.
I run toward Jensen to tie one on him as well. And I say, Teresa, get ready to open the airlock.
You see the 2 locked in combat.
Teresa, reactivate life support.
Captain, from
Teresa, I walk over to as soon as the blast doors close, I go to the nearest wall panel. I start typing in my codes again. Mayday, mayday,
Captain.
mayday, under attack, unknown Xenos.
you start feeling the pressure come off your suit. Life support coming back on.
Captain, we have an intruder here near the manta.
On the way,
If
I
we
hit
can,
send on the message, and then
I type
take
myself.
off at
We
a
can
run.
open maybe we can vacuum into the space
Sends.
if we open the ramp.
agreed. Are you secured?
I am. I'm
Where's
going
Vincent?
to secure Jensen.
Back in the combat. Vincent.
Poor Vincent, you were a good one, man.
Lies dying. The creature is trying to maneuver away. It's using its strength to go ahead and make its way from you. Roll.
9.
Locked in a deadlock of limbs. It's trying to veer around to look towards you. The eyes beam off, searing into the hall around you.
Yeah.
Teresa comes off. There is more damage in the HVAC system, Captain.
Try to use the knife that's embedded in his skull to aim it at non-optimal things.
Haylard comes upon that crazy frenzy of damage going around. Smoke and debris everywhere.
I go try to hook up Jensen. And say, Teresa, open the lock. Open the ramp. Jettison like
Clink.
and I kick the creature. The
Roll strength check.
yes. 7.
You boot. The creature loosens off from Jansen and becomes kind of loose. Suddenly, a whole flurry of air rushes past.
Whoa!
The thing goes trundling down the HVAC corridor, banging around on each side in a precarious position, and sails out
Grab
into
onto the
space.
rope that's
Teresa,
tied to
close
me.
the door.
Whoa!
Tunk, tunk. You feel yourself bound around like a yo-yo.
Whoa, man! Hurry up! Shut the door! Hit the ground with a thud after it shuts. Oh,
Captain, I think we got one.
I try to regain my feet as that rapid decompression is closed decompression doors along the ship. Teresa, I need an open path to the Manta Bay now. I run back towards them.
Yes, Captain. Nixos is in the hallway, re-erecting itself.
Nixos, there's something behind me. Keep an eye on it. As I
Yes,
run.
Captain. It retains its momentum and continues on down the corridor.
Taylor, what'd you find out about these things?
I didn't have
Stand
time.
up,
Like
Untying myself.
it's a synthetic thing. Part
Synthetic.
synthetic, part organic. It's like
What? Is it eating the ship to replicate itself?
I didn't have time to run much tests. Like we had to run to Sanchez in the bridge. Are you doing, Commander?
I'm doing fine. Didn't you see me take that alien out? Yeah.
Yeah, Vincent and Sanchez now. Like
These things
gone.
can fly themselves. He'll be fine. He'll be
I open the
fine.
door to the Manta Bay, or the door slides open in front of me, and I step into the Manta Bay, and the first thing I see is Commander Jansen and Lieutenant Haylard tethered via cable, picking themselves off the floor.
Welcome
Where's
to the party,
Vincent?
sir. Welcome to the party.
Commander, where's Vincent? Where's Lieutenant Commander Vincent? I don't see him.
He got decompressed.
You killed him?
No, the alien
no,
monster
the
thing killed him.
alien. Yeah, the alien got him, sir.
Just
And-
like Sanchel.
Yeah. Hey, Teresa.
But we got the alien.
Yes,
We got one of them.
Is there any more intruders? Or are there 2 more or just 1 now? What do you see?
there is only one. It is traveling still through the HVAC systems.
What's the hell is an HVAC?
Where is
It
this?
is. It is utilizing the side corridor next to the manta in the walls.
You think you can pull the same trick?
Could always
I don't
try,
know.
but
Depends on how intelligent this thing is.
You
We
see
don't got much time.
the side of the wall. You see once again a red spot.
Here it comes.
And it starts
Get ready.
making a circular motion.
Here it comes, boys.
Teresa, I need Manta Bay pressurized now.
Affirmative.
Overpressure it. Go to 2 atmospheres.
Tie yourself up, Captain.
You see the wall come apart.
Begin tying myself back
Falls
up.
down. As it circles around on the floor. Comes
I
to
grab
a
the
stand.
captain as hard as I can. In a big hug.
All right. You ready?
Come on, you
I'm
big
holding
ugly. What do you
on.
got?
To Haylard and his cable. Teresa, explosive
head pops
decompression
out.
in the manta bay on my command.
Looks around. Its glowing eyes start targeting.
Now, Teresa, now.
I twitch the multi-tool and
Yes,
shoot a little
Commander.
grappling hook at the thing that's looking at us.
Suddenly, the air rushes out.
I look
You
behind
all
me.
make a dexterity roll.
Oh, no.
Oh, vac suit.
Oh,
8.
Oh, okay.
that'd be -1.
Haylard starts hurtling through the corridor. Air starts
I
heading
grab
out into
for
space. Roll dexterity check.
Me or Collins? Oh,
No. A
5.
miss. Haylard goes sailing into the
Jansen, grab him. Haylard's going out.
gone.
Oh,
Gone.
It's too late. It's too
The
late.
creature.
He's in a vac suit. We can still get him.
Creature discombobulates its head goes ahead and pries itself off the body of what was Sandchill. Pulls itself out. You see the stream of blood and everything come spewing out. The head goes flying out into the deep of space.
We pressurized, Colin.
Teresa, close the door. Close the door.
Colin's here to drive.
Patch me through to the vac suit for Lieutenant Haylard. Lieutenant, come in.
Captain! Captain, I'm lost. Everybody, like,
Don't panic.
happening?
Don't panic. You only got limited oxygen there. We'll come and get you. We will come and get you. I rush over to the manta and punch the codes to open the
I follow Collins.
cab door or the portal to get into it.
We know how to drive this thing.
I've got some. I have some ability on that. Let's see. All right, Lieutenant Haylard, stay on comms. We're coming to get you.
yes, sir. I'm drifting away.
Haylard sees the creature, the head part, kind of doing its kind of spider-like thing.
Captain,
Rather
it's
close,
there with
300 yards away from.
Ooh. We're coming. I sit down in the pilot seat of the manta and start slamming the controls to get it powered up. Do my check on that.
It shows you the displays.
Okay. With familiarity, I power up the manta and blast it out of the manta bay.
Heads out towards into space.
Haylard, we have you on our scope. Commander Jansen,
Seeing-
get ready to grab him.
Of course, just lower the dock. I'm holding on here. I engage some magnetic shoes.
I finesse the
Back seat.
controls as best I can to try to get closer.
A spider-like thing is dangling around. Its eyes glow,
Captain, it's
streaking
doing its thing.
beams.
Hold on. I hit an invasive program quickly to try to get out of the way.
Direct hit. You see in front of you the display and the windscreen above you. Scorch away.
Can't take much more of that, but we can't leave Haylard there.
Captain,
Why don't you ram that
save
thing real
yourself,
quick?
save the ship, save the crew.
We can't. Oh, we can't slow down very much. Get ready to try to grab onto the manta. We're gonna come right by you.
I reel in my grappling hook from the multi-tool, and I get ready to fire at Haylard. One pass.
We're gonna get one more shot at this, and we gotta go.
With the lamp lowered, my magnetic shoes engaged, and get ready to fire the
Opens.
grappling hook at Haylard.
Fire.
Fire.
Winds
I'm up.
around Haylard.
I'm hooked, Captain.
We got him! I got
The
him!
spider
I got
thing
him.
is coming along, hits the top of the ship. Clink, clink. You hear the tickling of the legs crawling around the outer skin of the manta,
Captain, it's on the ship.
It's on the
Reel it
ship.
in as fast as you can.
Hold on. Reel him in.
drawing him in.
I put the ship into a
Pulling him in.
hard roll as to try to use as centrifugal force to throw him off.
We're in
Jansen,
the ship. We're in the ship.
make a vac suit check.
I got a 9 on my piloting.
8.
You hold on from the aggressive
Ram the
G's
ship.
that are being
We're in the
performed.
ship into the docking bay, Collins. Blast him off the top of there.
Creature goes. You see him going flying off into the distance.
Oh, even better. What? God,
We gotta
this is a hell of a
roast
day.
that thing.
You get him
Get him
inside.
back. Just get him back. Pull Hayward in.
Teresa.
Hold on to him.
Emergency docking for Manta.
Affirmative, Captain. You see the doors open on the ship. Bay opens wide.
With a 9 on my piloting, I skillfully move the Manta into the dock, shut it down.
Shuts down.
We need
Coming
to
back to my senses.
Behind you. Bay doors closed.
What's the oxygen level on this ship, Teresa? We got pressure in here? We're good?
We are at 20% oxygen level.
Is that enough to breathe?
It will last for 24 hours.
I take my
It's not a lot
helmet
of
off,
time.
throw it to the ground, pull out a smoke. I've had enough of this day and this job.
we're not done yet.
4 hours.
Haylard, I need you to go and get our cryopods ready.
Yes,
We're
Captain.
getting out of here.
Yes, Captain. And I dust myself up, get up, move straight to the cryopod bay. Go for the presager.
I move to the bridge. I'm gonna type in. I'm gonna need some help with astrogation here, Jansen. When you get a chance,
Head up to the bridge, take a seat at the desk, swivel around and start tapping into the keys while I'm smoking my cigarette.
I'll give you the coordinates. They're not to Earth. I'm warning you. We can't risk, if we've become contaminated, to bringing this back to Earth.
Of course, we're gonna head on to our mission, right? It's not very far.
It's not far. So let's get this ship moving.
I agree.
Teresa, Nixos, your scanning show any of the any sign of that creature?
Negative. It is outside, approximately 4 kilometers away from our location.
It's not heading towards Centauri, is it? The planet we're going to.
Negative.
Mercury?
It is heading back towards the alien spaceship.
Well, we got time to deal with all this. What do you want to do, Collins?
We need to put some space between us and it.
Get
And we only
24
have
hours,
oxygen
right?
for another 24 hours.
How long
I
until
think-
we get to Centauri? I mean, we're just right outside of gas giant, right? How fast can this thing travel?
Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? I sit down in the damaged pilot chair, looking at the damaged controls. Teresa, I need some help with this.
From my approximations, if we were to go ahead and initiate a blast towards any location, it will take us away from this area quite conveniently.
Well,
All right,
Where is
we need
where
to
is their destination?
we need some reaction mass. Let's that gas giant, the largest gas giant in this system. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that one. Send us to that.
hold on there, Collins.
for a
I'm
minute.
gonna tap at the keys. Are you sure about that? I mean, how far away is Proxima? How far is
Well, we're in
here?
the system. We're in the system now. Relative to the distance that we've already traveled, we're basically on the doorstep.
Ready to engage boosters.
Yeah, but can we make it to? We can only get enough for one jump, right?
We haven't had a chance to do a full survey of the
We're not
planet.
going. We're not
We
going
don't-
to Earth. We're going to an empty
Engaging in
planet.
10 seconds.
Yeah,
We're
but we
going to a
don't
new
know.
planet, Collins.
I understand you. I understand, Commander. But the problem is that we have not had our full survey of that planet yet. We don't know what else is there.
We should
At
head
least
towards the
now we
planet,
can
though.
restock our fuel and have air to breathe. That'll give us some
Three.
time.
At a
We
gas
just need some
giant?
time.
At a
Yeah,
gas
we can
giant?
One.
harvest some oxygen out
Oh,
of the gas
shit.
giant.
Suddenly, the ship juts forward as the boosters start up.
I barely like hold on like to the
Massive
cryopod.
G's. as you get plowed
Slammed
up against
back
the
in
wall.
pilot's chair.
I'll see you never. Stay by the brook.
Captain,
And
how many cryopod will we need to prepare?
We'll
Only
need
the
3. 3, please.
It'll be done soon, Captain.
Commander, they are. You may proceed into the readied cryopods.
All right.
You're gonna go to.
We need just to buy us some time.
You feel the
Nixos.
ease of the G's settle off.
We need more. We need to be able to restock our atmosphere, or we'll all suffocate in here.
I see the
There is
predicament that we have.
Do we have a vessel?
I
for
would
that?
I would suggest that you stay in the cryopods. Where would you like me to guide the starship?
Put us, Commander. You wanted around Centauri.
Yeah, that's where we're heading. It's an empty planet. We don't. It's breathable, right? That's why they sent us here. The IEC.
The
Yeah. Hopefully it's
sensors
empty.
indicate that it is a ocean world.
Well, that's good. That's really good.
Is it though?
Yeah, I like that idea. Thanks for that, Jansen. Let's go to the Centauri. Nixos, ensure that Teresa stays on track.
I
We're
will
heading to-
make the arrangements, Captain.
Wake us when we're in orbit of Centauri.
Affirmative.
All right, we've got a good week or so to get there. We should probably,
Will life support last that long? Or do we? How do you?
well, we'll be in the cryopods. Hopefully they haven't been damaged.
Hopefully.
Haylard, how those cryopods look?
They look fine, Captain. In the cryopod, we won't need the life support system that much, so
Right. Buys us some
Should be
time.
All right.
All right, Commander. Enjoy your... Here, pass me one of those. I
Oh,
reach
of
over
course.
for...
I hand him a cigarette. One last trip down memory lane here.
I blow
We
it
walk
towards
back
the
towards the-
damaged console of the pilots where it's all damaged and melted. And
The smoke whisks around in the atmosphere, making little curls.
Well, they did say it would be an adventure, didn't they?
I pull out the little green alien from my... Well, that's quite the first contact.
Indeed, it was. Next time we're going to use a bigger gun up front, huh? What do you think?
I think you're right. I leave the little alien toy on the melted console of the pilot and stand up. All right, let's join Haylard. It's time to take a little sleep.
All right. Sounds like a good plan. Head towards the cryo chamber.
I walk out.
De-robe, declothe.
Clank, clank, clank.
Just get in with my artifact this time.
Captain, this
I lay
What-
back.
What do you have in your hands
contact
there,
we had.
Jansen?
I don't know. Just a token I found laying about. It feels like good luck. I'm going to sleep with it until we get the Centauri.
It's not the strangest thing you've slept with, Jansen.
You're not wrong. You're not
Lieutenant, you were saying.
This contact that we had is the first contact between human and alien intelligence.
Well,
This
yes.
is gonna. It's unfortunate it went that way. We still have some specimen sample in the med bay.
we do.
Is it safe to keep it there?
Well, it's not shooting lasers out of its eyes at us, so
And it can be very useful to preserve.
I think so.
wrong. Indeed.
If we can recover some of this alien technology, think of the advantage that we would have, for future
Oh.
missions.
And also to protect ourselves if we encounter this kind of a life form ever again.
I put my hand on Haylard's shoulder. You did good, kid. You did real good.
Thank you,
You,
Captain.
didn't die. I'm proud of you.
Sorry,
That's
that
right.
other did.
Not dying's good.
Indeed, it is. I just lay back in my cryopod. I'll see you when I see you, boss. Hit the button.
I give him a salute.
I get undressed. I go to my closet.
Crystallizes in front of you.
Sleep well, Captain.
Yes. I wait until Haylard's in his pod.
Crystallizes in front of Haylor's eyes.
Did good, kid. Did real good. I walk over to my cryopod. I don't get in it. I sit down on the sofa behind or beside the cryopod with the crash chair, and I start typing out a report.
As you are typing out a report, a signal comes up on the comms. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo.
I click respond or answer.
Recording comes up. See a young woman, about 16 years of age. Dad? Dad? Captain Collins? Dad? I hope you're doing okay out there. I hope you're finding really cool stuff and maybe a new home for us in the future. I love you, Dad. Take care. Bye. Doo-doo-doo.
I reach my pocket for the alien toy, then remember I left it on the bridge. I walk over the bridge, retrieve it, get back to my cryopod, finishing up my report. At the end of my report, I write, confirmed, alien presence confirmed. Please send more assistance. And then I send it. Get into my cryopod as it closes over me and I go into stasis.
Crystallize. And that's the end of Centauri. Dun dun dun!
Dun, dun, dun.
Awesome, guys! Woo!
It's fun. That was sweet.
Alright, if you made it this far in the video and you feel like you want to go ahead and punch that subscribe button, we're learning stuff, I'm learning stuff, let's all learn together.
Subscribe now. Subscribe to 28mm RPG. Subscribe to Big Bad RPG. And subscribe to Table Runner Creek.
Thanks for joining us. Keep an eye out for our next upload. We'll look forward to having you on the next one. Bye.